Nothing has made me miss the glory days, high school sports, the locker room, like that.
Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
I was so sick all week last week.
Are we good? Yeah. It's another edition of KFC Radio on the Barstool Sports Network. We are live from the City of Angels, the Angels of Los Angeles.
Los Angeles is where we are at. We are
Is it-
at. Very pretty.
Wait,
right?
hang on.
Looking out here right now.
The Angels, then, the Los Angeles Angels are just the Angels.
Yes.
The Angeles, yeah.
Well, they're also from Anaheim, though. So
the Anaheim Angels of Angels. And whatever. What'd you say?
I said it's very pretty out here. This is nice. I mean,
we're looking at a crane and.
I don't see the crane. I see the
I
mountains.
can see a crane.
I see the mountains. I see some palm trees. I see a black hotel that looks like a nice hotel.
It's just a black square, folks. I'll tell you what I appreciate.
Black building hotels are nicer hotels.
That is true.
That is just for sure.
That is true. But it's like a 10-story black
that's
square.
for sure an office building.
I was going to say it's definitely not a hotel.
There is some accountant on the 7th floor right now who's going to kill himself tonight. That's like one of those kind of office buildings.
That has,
everyone who works
has
that
boiler
office,
room fucking floors and cold callers and suicidal losers.
Everyone who works in that building will not survive the week. There is that building will start the week next week down 1. They will do that every week.
Forever. There's a chance everybody in that building right now eventually kills themselves. Let's say there's 700 people that work there. For the next, every day, for the next, 60 years, somebody might kill themselves.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Coming in hot. I'll tell you what I appreciate, a good hotel robe.
Yeah, you look sharp in it. You look nice.
Do I?
Yeah.
I got, well, feel it. It's different.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Didn't expect that.
Almost like a little chenille-ish.
I thought.
It's
I
not
actually
like one of
thought
those
it didn't
terry.
look that comfortable.
Not terry. They just do the waffle now, Usually it's just a
yeah.
waffle. It's like a towel. But I'll tell you what they usually do.
I really don't know. I don't have.
Okay, well, let me tell you what they usually
do.
do. Nothing. They've just cut the ropes. Probably because of COVID, probably because of cheapness, probably the same reason we don't get any fucking napkins or straws
Same
or
reason
cutlery.
we just had a 6-hour flight and no one even considered
So
offering me food.
Food! No food on a 6-hour flight. There are rules. We are living in a society, folks. A cross-country flight equals food.
Bro, they used to get full-on steak dinners. I couldn't even get a second order of biscotti on this fucking thing.
They handed me the biscotti. They went like this, do you want this? And I was like, well, I'll take anything at this point.
Dude, they handed me the biscotti like those fucking shot girls do on Bourbon Street, where they fucking rub my face in and smack me in the head. Enjoy your cookie, bitch.
Eat this, you fucking
Enjoy your fucking French cookie, you asshole. That was it. It is, dude. What major corporations do to the consumer is fucking. It's legitimately criminal. What they once they get us used to something.
Yes, they
they're
fucked
like,
us
"You're
on
never
9/11.
getting it back."
They fucked us on 9/11.
Yeah.
9/11 became Patriot Act, and you can't bring any bags. You got to take your shoes off and all that.
Oh,
all
also,
that shit.
all your baggage fees. That's the being American. Help the airlines bounce back.
Right.
Faster.
It's been 20 fucking years. We've bounced back. Yet I'm still paying the goddamn baggage fees. And then it was COVID. They took away everything for COVID. It's gone now. We're not getting anything back. We're never going to get a napkin again. We're never going to... This is the last fucking robe you'll ever have at a hotel.
I use I order delivery, and I use the paper bag as a napkin, wipe my fucking face with it.
Every time.
Like a fucking animal.
Like an absolute animal. And then when you do ask for napkins at these places, they're like... They're over there, I guess.
Didn't realize a Rockefeller was dining with us tonight.
Seriously. I'm
Are
so
you not wearing
sorry.
pants?
I'm so sorry. I don't want to be covered in your food this evening. Can I maybe get a napkin?
It is crazy.
Yeah, no food. I did have 2 cups of tea like a gentleman.
What?
Yeah. I had 2 cups of tea.
That's crazy.
Also, though, I'm, no surprise. So I don't
that's crazy.
Well, here's the thing. I don't really do those drinks. So when I do it, I do a lot of sugar,
Yeah.
So when they give me the tea, they give me one of those pixie sticks of sugar,
Uh-huh.
Not like a packet, but like a pixie stick, and I'm like, I need some extra, and they give me another one. I'm like, yeah. Let's not make this embarrassing. Just give me a handful and go.
We're not doing this. You're not making this tea for Earl Grey. I'll tell you that. You're making it for his kid.
This is basically sugar water with some fucking dirt in it. Okay.
Speaking of that, Nick, do you have tea in here? Can I have a glass of tea? I have a really sore throat right now.
Are you really gonna make him tea? You have tea?
Of course you.
Why is it crazy for me to have tea on a plane, but you ask for tea in the hotel?
Because I would have never in a million years thought of it. But
Wild sweet.
we'll do the Earl Grey.
Just finished. We're not doing Earl Grey here.
I'll have an Earl Grey, please. I have a really, really sore throat.
Nick, but just shut the fuck up for a second.
Why? I'm explaining my tea consumption.
Nick, yes, I know. That's why I told you to shut the fuck up. Nick, full permission next time to say shut the fuck up. Can you get me some tea,
I said
please?
I wasn't
You
like-
should.
I
You know what you
wasn't
should
rude
do?
about
You know what I
it.
hope you do? I hope you superheat this water and then pour it on his face. Can I get some tea? We've gotten real bougie in this operation here.
Well, I mean, it's because I think I have COVID.
Before we started the show, John opens up his black book to go through his topics, and as if one of his topics at the end, he just goes, and I think I have COVID.
Like it's bro. I mean, let's just say old Johnny's not feeling so hot.
This is going to be such a good episode and potentially a great week. This is just going to be great, man. Here's the thing.
The thing is, I'm not boosted, and I've read about the it's like the pandemic of the unboosted now.
I know.
And it's not that I'm anti-vax; it's just that I'm anti fucking putting in effort.
Yes.
And so
Yeah,
if
yeah,
someone
yeah.
wants to come to the office with just a bunch of needles, you can boost me with whatever the fuck you want. But I can't figure out how to get boosted, so I'm not boosted.
I know so many people now, too, who have gotten COVID. You're probably the third, who are like, I just don't get it. It's not behaving like a normal virus. I don't know why I'm getting it all of a sudden. And everyone who's saying that is unboosted.
Yeah.
I think I know.
I couldn't figure out the website. I've sat down with Gay Pat for 30 seconds once. I was like, I'm
out.
Turns out I'm not. If I can't just walk into the Javits Center and they stab me with something, then I don't know. I'm probably not going to get
City MD, do it. Let's fucking
it. City
go.
MD does it?
No, that's what I'm saying. If it's not that, I'm out.
All right, thank you.
So we're in LA. You didn't. I don't know if you saw my tweets or just didn't care or doesn't register for you. Thoughts on my 8 a.m., 7 a.m. Buffalo Wild Wings?
I don't know if you saw my Instagram or didn't care, but thoughts on my Buffalo Wings yesterday at 9 a.m. I got to the Buffalo airport. I said, I'll do a Bloody Mary.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah.
They
When
said
in Rome. You know?
They said we don't serve alcohol. I said, how about a dozen wings then?
I'm stunned they didn't do alcohol.
I don't know. I guess it's a New York thing. It's like 10 a.m. Because right, Buffalo's done some city. I would, but yeah, 10 a.m. They couldn't serve it
I'll
until 10
do
a.m.
a dozen. Oh,
It was
let me go with
8:30.
my other crippling vice.
Bro, by the way, no bullshit here. Probably the second best wings I've ever had in my life.
Well,
they were
'cause, I mean, I guess you're surprised because they're at the airport.
yeah.
Yeah.
They
But
were,
still,
they were
Buffalo,
crispy.
baby.
They were
So-
fucking awesome.
I will tolerate zero Buffalo Wild Wings slander on this program. A lot of people were chirping me. These were fucking fantastic.
Really?
I did the boneless. Let's talk about that for a second. I gotta scream and yell about some fucking assholes in this world. Today's brought to you by Gametime. We're probably going to have to end up catching a game of some sort here because we came out to LA to do all sorts of work and none of it's happening. We tried to come out here to do a bunch of podcasts. Well, we came out here to do Bert's show, but then we were like, all right, let's do a bunch of podcasts while we're out here. And either everyone who we were going to go on in LA is in New York now, or they're just not doing podcasts and whatnot. So I don't know. We're going to have all this free time to catch a game, but we're going to make sure we get our best prices possible by going to the Gametime app. What it is up to the minute, up to the second pricing and availability. So you think about all those algorithms and all the AI and all the technology we have now. Well, we're putting them into the ticket game so that you can see, boop, 7:10 first pitch. It's 7:09. You can get first base side, front row for $2, whatever it may be. The cheapest tickets available every single time, courtesy of the Gametime app. What you're going to do is download the app. listen to Mr. Fancy Pants as the tea begins to
Mr. Earl Grey's
crack.
knocking on the door.
Pardon me, Mr. Earl Grey is available. Download the Gametime app. Go to the account tab. Create a login. You know, mine would be KFC Barstool.
Did you explain what logins are?
Yeah, you know, Mr. KFC Barstool here.
You know, like how a login goes. Like a screen name people could use as well.
KDogs98, my first ever screen name. And you get and use KFC code KFC redeemed for $20 off your first ticket purchase. Oh yeah, I'll loosen it up, baby. We're on vacation, son.
Thank you.
If you come up on the oh yeah, John's too fat for the robe. It's fine. We're on vacation here apparently because like I said we were gonna do work, but now we're not. So let's fucking
But
kick
also
it.
here's the deal. Like you just said that, and I was like, actually, you know what? I wouldn't hate catching a Dodgers game. We're only here for a night.
I know,
Like,
I know,
we don't-
yeah, really.
We don't have time. We have plans tomorrow night.
Right.
And that's it.
That's it. Then we're going home. Yeah.
Come on.
But loosen up that belt and have yourself an Earl Grey. Let's have a day, folks. So download the Gametime app, promo code KFC, get $20 off your purchase. I'll tell you, I have to keep an update running in my life. As hater of the year from 2009 till forever, I have to keep evolving, John. Or else they call you a bigot. Because if you go back in time, yeah, let me explain.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Well, no, listen, that sentence holds true, period. If you don't evolve, you become a bigot.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Right?
Yeah.
So, you know.
Well, no, I think it's you are a bigot, and then either you evolve or you don't. I don't think.
I know what
you
it is. It's you're a bigot, and then you hide it with your evolution.
Yes. Yeah.
And if you don't evolve and you just say I don't care, then you are flaunting your bigotry,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
But you're either,
I'm a little lost, but I'm gonna ride with you.
Okay, here's the thing. Do you think you're born a bigot
No.
and you work your way out of it?
No. I
You
think
think
I think you are not born.
You're
into
born
bigotry.
good.
You're born good, and then you start talking to your parents.
I was gonna say,
And
then
you
your
start
parents-
you start overhearing your parents in the crib. Bigotry comes on pretty fast.
Right,
And
and then you are just
Not my
fighting your
parents.
bigotry. No, of course
Your
not.
other
My parents.
The
My-
the royal your.
The royal. So like when we do ATI questions, one of them is like, which group of people do you hate the most in this world?
Yes.
And there are answers that I have given in the past before they became really super biggity that I, was like, now I can't say that anymore.
Yeah.
But I found one that I think we're good.
Okay.
I think this one will stand the test of time forever, and I will be able to say I hate these people with a burning passion, and I want the worst things in this world to happen to them and only them. The people who care if you get boneless wings instead of bone-in wings. The people who get offended. The people who tell me to eat like an adult, be a man, eat food with bones in it. You're just eating chicken nuggets. Well, guess what? Chicken nuggets are fucking awesome too. People, the amount of responses I got today that said, "You're not eating wings, you're eating chicken nuggets." Fucking okay, dude. Whatever. Chicken fingers, chicken wings, boneless wings, chicken nuggets, popcorn, chicken. I don't fucking care. It's all delicious.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. I get very upset with the people because I'm what I am. I go back. I think I'm probably pretty based with what I get. Like pretty even. How often I get regular wings versus how often I get buffalo wings.
Like 8 a.m. in a fucking airport. I don't want to get all messy. I'm gonna get the boneless wings.
Yeah, that makes sense. I get that.
Right.
I mean, I got the bone-ins yesterday, but
Well, I mean,
that was in Buffalo. That's
You
a
are a
different thing.
filthy animal.
But the thing about it is that like I am when it comes to wings, I am a dainty eater. So I'm one of those people who
You're like a number one on that scale.
I leave a ton of meat on the bone because I'm not gonna fucking bite grizzle or fucking tendons.
Me neither,
Because
man.
I have a job. So if I want to get another 25-cent wing, I'll just fucking get another 25-cent
if I just
wing.
want another bite of chicken
Right.
instead of tumors and bone shards,
Yeah.
I'll just buy another wing for less than $1. Thank you very much.
That's how I'll get my meat that way.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
fucking
I'll order 30 wings and eat total about 7 of them.
Right.
But that's okay with me.
People who see they're the same kind of people who see that. They're like, that's not how you eat a chicken wing.
You gotta clean a wing.
Right. I don't fucking care.
What am I, a caveman?
I'll just get a new one.
Yeah.
Um.
But again, like you're monitoring the number of bites I take on my food. What?
It is.
I hate that
It takes
shit.
a certain
And it's still
breed of person.
But here's the thing: it's still going on. I think the real problem,
Like you, I think didn't one of the guys like quote tweeted be like, wasn't he like literally like, have bones in your food like a man? Or something
yes,
like
he was
that?
like, men should only eat food with bones in it. And I was like, I eat my chicken with unplucked feathers in it. Like, but I think the real problem here is that we've been doing this. No one is meant. I'll tell you what the problem is. We're gonna end up like those people in that building right there.
Yeah.
No one is meant to do what we do for as long as we do it. And I think that we're the guinea pigs. We're the canary in the mine, and we're gonna end up killing ourselves because nobody is supposed to be on the internet as plugged in, as argumentative, as content based as long as we are, because it's all just a cycle. Like we've done all this before, you know. I'm watching Will Compton. God bless him. Love him. Amazing content guy. We're doing the in and out arguments. We're doing the one gotta go charts.
Yes.
We're doing how much meat you leave on the bones. We're doing stand up or sit down. We always talk about that one. How do you wipe? There's a finite amount of arguments in the world.
Will never had those arguments before because he was busy
being a professional
fucking
athlete.
chicks and playing sports.
Right. He was
we were
cool.
like, no,
we've been internet nerds for 2 decades, and you can't do 3 decades, John. I can't.
I've very much noticed that with Dave. Dave doesn't really use social media anymore at all.
No,
he doesn't.
No,
he's not.
He stopped a long time ago. Dave became the content.
Yes.
People talk about Dave. Dave doesn't talk about people. You know what I mean?
Correct.
And
By the way, speaking of In-N-Out, sorry to interrupt real quick. We did have In-N-Out on the way here. I only had In-N-Out twice before. If we're gonna have the argument, but I've only had it twice. Once before this, and then today. The time I had it, I don't even think I shared my opinion because I thought people were gonna get oh, he's being a contrarian, whatever. Like I genuinely
it was
did not
bad.
like it.
I remember that we came out here for something
like,
KFC Radio, and I didn't like it either.
I was like, this is like it's like not even worth talking about. It's like it's really not good. Had it again today. Today was delicious.
That was good. Again, I mean, we pulled up and there was probably 15 cars in the drive-through. Well, I'm not gonna do that.
More than that, it was insane.
Yeah, we walked in and just got it in like 4 seconds. The milkshake is underrated. Nobody talks about the milkshake, but it promptly made me sick because I just got to kill myself soon.
Could have been those. Could have been the 8 a.m. wings.
Well, that's the thing, as I'm piling on today. This is not a great run, but it's just not natural because here's the deal. There's a new wave. It's like we're on our 4th, 5th tour of duty, and the people we're fighting are fresh, and they've got gusto. They're still fighting for the flag, and they believe in the ideals of the country.
I'm fighting for a paycheck, brother.
Yeah.
I'm fighting because it's the only thing I know how to do.
Right. Yes. We cannot assimilate back to regular society. We are the veterans of war of the internet. This is real. We are veterans of war.
You're listening to Troop Radio right now.
Yeah. We're supposed to just go, for real. We're supposed to just go back to regular society where, like, you go to a fucking cocktail party and someone says to you, like, do you like boneless or bone-in? It's like, shut the fuck up, all right? I've been doing this here for 15 fucking years. I don't want to hear it out of your little soft bitch-ass mouth, okay? These people, they think that they're doing something, and they're not. They think that they're bringing up videos. Have you ever seen this? Yes! I've seen all of it. Did you read this? All of them. You got to see this new... All of it! Seen all of it, done all of it, talked about all of it.
Not all of it. I was telling you about it in the car today. I've been getting some new stuff, some new links.
From what? What do you get?
I got my uncle who's on the beat. I got my uncle who's on the monkeys killing kids beat. That's all I do.
Okay. So wait.
It's actually my uncle.
Listen.
Monkeys killing kids.
We are anti-Constitution. We are pro-feminism, pro-masculine, anti-Constitution, and anti-monkeys killing kids.
Is it? I don't know if people know about this.
Are we gonna go as far to say we're anti-monkey in general? 'Cause I don't think we can start picking and choosing. This is like all cops are bad. This is like AMAB. all monkeys are bastards, okay? If you're gonna hate, like, it's not just a couple bad apples that ruin it for monkeys, okay? Monkeys are kidnapping kids and throwing them off of buildings, okay?
Dude, I just gotta read you these texts. So it started
This is
Monday.
John's uncle is obsessed with monkey murder stories. This is true crime, by the way. That's all this is. He's just got a true crime obsession. It just happens to be monkey based.
Dude, like, I'm like, how do you respond to these kind of things, right? So I just get monkeys are fucking bad news, dude. dot, dot, dot. Great to see you last week, and then a link.
What?
And then a link that says troop of monkeys throw baby from roof after snatching him from his mother.
Bro, wait. Can I tell you how funny it is that
You can read them. You can scroll through.
let me tell you how funny it is that he led with the monkeys and not great to see you. Like, great to see you, man. And by the way, just a quick thing, let you know, monkeys are bad news. No. He said monkeys are bad fucking news, dude. Good to see you last week. Troop of monkeys. So this was a lot of monkeys.
Yeah.
So John says, dude, I just saw a story. That's insane. He followed up with 10 minutes later, fucking monkeys, man. Be careful. Then so that was Monday, July 18th. The next day, 8 a.m. Now fucking bears, too? A camper scared off a bear. Then a grizzly came back and killed her. And then today, more monkey news, this time from Japan. Monkey attacks and injures 42 people in a Japanese city. Monkeys are out of control, man.
Monkeys are bad fucking news.
They are
man.
bad fucking news. They are dangerous, dude. Authorities in Yamaguchi used tranquilizer guns after, how do you say that? Macaques or something like that? Macaques? Macaques. You know what I'm talking about? Macaques. Macaques. Monkeys.
I know. I would have said Macau.
That might be it. Local authorities in Japanese city are using a tranquilizer gun. But a spate of monkey attacks in Yamaguchi. 42 people is a lot of fucking people.
Bro, if you're the 42nd person who gets fucked up by a monkey, you kind of had it coming.
Shame on you, bro. I just kind of like dropped your phone for a second and pulled up like that.
What's that?
Whatever the Pornhub is, yeah. Cherry Kiss, I've been watching her. Cherry Kiss goes hard in the paint, bro. Why can't I go back? I'll go back to the text message because the 42 injuries were mild. The baby snatching is the one we gotta dive into.
Bro, that's like the meme from the opening of Lion King. How it gets altered to throwing Simba off the moon.
Yeah. Killer beasts says troop of killer monkeys throw a. I mean, I don't even. This is foreign, right? We can do this.
I mean,
yeah. Because you know our rule. It's one of our internet rules that we live by in battle. If there's
one of those ones that I'm not sure holds up so well.
We used to have.
If it happens to foreigners, it's okay.
We used to have a rule from 2009 through. I still say today, but it probably ended around 2015. If there's death involved, it can't be America. That was the best. We'd scroll down, and it would be like, oh, it's okay. It's like a third world country. Sometimes we'd be like, well, it's Canada. It's like, well.
You'd be reading with your fingers crossed, like, come on,
please,
not America, not America.
please.
Bang! Hell yeah! Budapest!
4-month-old baby got thrown off his 3-story roof terrace when the monkeys took the fucking baby. A gang of monkeys snatched this baby. The animals surrounded the terrified trio, continued to taunt them. Oh my God. The dad tried to scoop his newborn baby back to safety. Bro, this is fucked. I gotta be honest. I don't want to victim shame. You let your 4-month-old get kidnapped by these little monkeys. You're a bad dad.
Oh yeah, no, you watch your fucking baby get thrown off a terrace by monkeys.
You're a bad dad.
You're probably gonna have. I don't even know because like
you throw yourself off that terrace.
I think I wouldn't. I would actually. It would happen to me because the monkeys would be surrounding the baby. I'd be like, look, I'm not gonna upset the monkeys. It's not like they're gonna throw the fucking thing through.
Just be nice. They'll play with it. They'll put it down.
And then, what are you gonna do? Throw it off the fucking roof? No way.
It is funny that monkeys would know to do that. You know, like let's like they're really like that's like they've seen movies and shit. These monkeys. Despite their best efforts to drive them away, that's my problem. Like, I'm looking at these monkeys. We'll put up a picture, Nick. I'm not by any means saying I'm a tough guy who could fight a troop of monkeys. I'm just saying you're not gonna get my baby from me and throw it off a roof. Like you might,
Bro.
you might scratch
Bro,
our eyes
you better
out.
fucking watch how loud you say that. Dude.
These monkeys gonna come prove their shit. I'm just saying, like, I will hold my baby like a football, and you might claw our eyes out and rip our larynx out, and we're dead that way. But you're not. I'm not fumbling my baby, and you're not gonna then take it and scoot away up to the 3rd-story terrace and then fucking throw it off without me. But the more concerning part, open that back up, scroll down to the bottom. That's the second baby that happened to.
Yeah, no, that's that.
There was another one. A mom was breastfeeding.
That baby's the
Shoink.
one that got this whole text thing started.
Right. So 2 monkeys, 2 babies stolen by monkeys and murdered. So we are officially an anti-monkey podcast.
Anti-monkey podcast, yeah.
But we do have to, like, are we anti-Macau monkeys?
Yeah, well, yeah. Let's not put them all in a box.
I'm gonna throw chimpanzees in there because they regularly rip people's faces off.
But that's only like their owners.
Agreed.
They're anti-oppression.
I agree.
Which I respect.
No, but the same thing with pit bulls. Like, I don't really blame them, but also, like, I'm not going near them.
Yeah.
So it's like chimpanzees should just live in the wild, and the people who try to make them as pets eventually get their face beaten in and ripped off, and that's their fault. But also, once I know that those chimpanzees have the capability to beat my face off, I'm not fucking with them. Pit bulls, not fucking with them.
Can I make a confession real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Nick, on the video, maybe you could count how many times it's happened. But I don't know, how many sips of tea you think I've had so far?
He's trying so hard to drink this tea.
I've had
That's
I have not-
5,000 degrees.
It has not touched my lips.
Yeah, he going.
I was gonna say I keep turning around and seeing you shake. And
Yeah.
I just thought that was your normal shake.
No, the
Is
shake
it
was
tea?
normal. The shake
Oh,
was
okay, yeah.
That is a question I have too. And maybe there's some science to this because maybe it needs to be this hot to get
Got
the.
to that time. It's pretty hot. It's not that hot. I was a little more scared of it than I had to be.
What is that because why when you're getting coffee and tea, it needs to be that hot to like get the flavors and shit, or like why is it 8,000 degrees?
I would be able to
it
answer that
kind
for
of
you.
cooks it and like steeps it a little.
But
Like it just
but
does
even
it
the coffee
faster.
that's already brewed needs to be that fucking hot. I mean, this is like old shit. McDonald's, the coffee's too hot. I mean, isn't it like almost boiling?
The greatest fucking anti-marketing of all time.
What?
The greatest. That was like the greatest PR campaign of all time.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Like,
The
this
young-
woman's suing because coffee's hot. Yeah, it's served at like 80 degrees. It was 160, and it burned my fucking clit off. True story.
Yeah, no.
It fucking
She spilled it right in
mangled
her-
her
in her-
genitals.
yeah.
She was 80 something, so
Yeah,
she
so
didn't
it's
need
over
too
for
much.
her.
But
Jackie almost did that on the train. Jackie
Oh,
spilled
yeah.
her coffee on
what time train did you guys have?
10 a.m.
10:40.
Got pushed back.
Yeah.
10:40. I was playing hockey in Buffalo by the time you guys just got on a train.
Yo, okay, so we got so off track here with the murder monkeys. The reason you think you have COVID is A, because you probably have COVID.
I have COVID.
B, we've just been doing so much stuff.
Yeah.
And you even more than I. And I don't like it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to throw you off the roof. I'm going to kidnap you and throw you off. Because you effectively agreed to a podcast tonight at 10 p.m. our time.
Yeah.
That's patently ridiculous.
That's my fault.
10 p.m.
I take that one.
A 10 p.m. podcast after traveling is not cool, dude.
Yeah, no.
We're just going to go, and I love him to death, and it's going to be fun, but it's like we're just going to go hang with Josh Potter. We could absolutely do it at another time besides 10 p.m. our time.
No, you're 100% right. You're 100%
And I said it.
Yeah.
I said this is a bad idea, and we're going to get there on travel day, and you're not going to want to do it. And you were like, but we got to do it. I was like, fuck, fine.
Nah, you're absolutely right. I love Josh. I'm excited to do it. I'd love to go to bed after this podcast.
So much so. So much so, man. Yeah, so we did our show in Providence. Oh, we got to recap Providence. We got a lot to get into. But we'll vaguely just run through your schedule here so that people know why you feel like you have COVID. We did our show in Providence.
You started in Vermont.
Yeah. Yeah, we went to Vermont.
gosh.
When did we go?
Like 10 days ago.
That was
8
10 days ago. 8 days. That was last week.
Yeah.
This time last week we were in Vermont.
No,
Almost.
Wednesday went to Vermont.
So yeah, okay. So we went to Vermont. You guys stayed.
We got
oh,
back from
fuck,
vacation 11 days ago, I think.
I actually meant to ask you guys if we can go on vacation next week. Like, we need to go on vacation soon.
Done deal.
Okay. We're taking off again next week. We went to Vermont. We went up to Whistle Pig. We are working on something that is going to be the biggest thing we've ever done in our podcasting careers.
I like how we think we're being subtle about it. Like,
I mean, what could it possibly be?
There's really like one thing we could be doing.
Yeah,
with
like
Whistle Pig.
what could it be? Like, what could it be? What could these whiskey drinking podcasters be doing with this whiskey company? But we went up there. I bounced early to come back to do Keegan's birthday party, which is part of the cross that I bear. You guys stayed longer to get more hammered than maybe anybody has been on this planet Earth the last 10 years. Then what happened from there?
Then we were home for a little bit.
Then we came
Then
back for a
Providence.
couple days. Then right to Providence for our live show. Then I end up we could just go home. John hops like a 3 a.m. flight,
5 a.m.
like
flight.
something. We went out to dinner after our live show. It was 11 o'clock. And John was like, I got to go, man. I got to be up in 3 hours or 4 hours. I was like, it's 11. That can't pop. Yeah, you got to be up at 3. 4 hours. So John gets up at 3 to get a 5 a.m. flight to go to Buffalo to play 4.
5 a.m. flight to go to LaGuardia.
Fly from Providence to LaGuardia, back home to then go to Buffalo to then play 4 full ice hockey games. Holy shit. And then like a day of rest and then we're out here for this shit. Crazy.
Yeah.
But here's how I know that, like, I mean,
That's why we're a little run down.
but that's what I mean. We're such fucking pussies. Like, we did a train to Providence, and then like I had to drive my car back, and then we did a plane here. We've done planes, trains, and automobiles like twice,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I can't handle this. Imagine all of our fucking contemporaries who fly around the country like non-stop every week, all week. I don't know how you fucking idiots do it.
Dude.
Just don't, by the way. Just like stop doing that, guys.
when the Uber picked me up in Providence at like 3:15 in the morning, probably. She was in her like, it was clear. So first of all, like, I actually almost ended up missing that flight, despite waking up 2 hours early, with plenty of time. I almost ended up missing the flight because I still have like New York brain, where I think like there's always an Uber out.
Right.
So like it took 25 minutes for the Uber to get
Right.
come get
That
me.
happened to me in Philly when I had to get up at 3, and I thought I was going to miss my flight.
That is the shit when people talk shit about New York. I agree 90% of it, but the stuff that you take for granted where it's just like everything you need to get done gets done because it's just
It could be
always...
whatever time it can happen.
Yeah.
I woke up and like clearly, very clearly, my request for an Uber woke up this woman. Like, she was in her pajamas.
She got out of bed.
She was like, all right,
to
I'll go
get a couple bucks.
$40, whatever it is right now.
Yeah.
So she
God,
comes out.
imagine that. I mean, God bless you if you got to get on that grind, but like not for $10,000 when I get out of bed.
But she put my stuff in the back of the car. She goes, "Damn, are you a professional hockey player?" I said, professional hockey players usually don't get picked up alone in Ubers at 3:15 in the morning. Like, on what planet would I be able to?
Like, this is the most scrub behavior of all time, lady.
No, I actually have a roller hockey tournament in Buffalo I'm going to.
Bro, I mean, good for you that, like, I know you work out enough, so it probably wasn't, I mean, it couldn't have been easy, but, like, if you didn't work out, you would be, like, puking on that ice, man.
Yeah.
I mean, like, full ice is no joke.
It was. I mean,
How long
it's
were your
Olympics,
shifts?
Olympic size too.
Were you doing, like, 15-second shifts?
No, we were doing pretty regular shifts.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, like it was very tiring, but it wasn't that bad either. It was like
Were you defense or offense? Because there was a video of you.
Oh, we don't have positions.
I was going to say, is there offsides? Because there was a
No,
video-
because in roller
Got
hockey,
it.
like the roller, like real roller, not even just a tournament, like real roller hockey does not have.
You just
rules.
go.
That's funny because I
Is
just
it,
saw.
like, offsides and shit, or you just go?
Yeah,
No.
I saw the video of you just like by yourself at one end, and I couldn't tell if you just weren't getting back on D or were cherry picking.
Oh, or whatever.
I
Yeah.
did a little bit there. Like by the so we didn't. I don't know if I want to spoil stuff or whatever. But like we didn't do too hot. We moved up 2 divisions and we lost our 3 best players. So things didn't go great.
But the best part is when he explains the 3 best players that he lost. He was like, we lost Chief, Rudy,
No, Riggs, Rudy.
Riggs, Rudy, and Patrick Sharp.
And Patrick.
It's like, yeah, you guys might be in trouble.
Yeah, we lost 2 D1 players and a professional, and a guy who scored 300 career NHL
and
goals.
Stanley Cup and a 3-time Stanley Cup champion. We might be in trouble.
Too. The dreamiest man alive.
Oh, absolutely. Rock.
My family became Stars fans because he went to the Stars for a bit.
No, he's the
That is
type of
weird.
guy you just follow him wherever he goes.
Every
Beautiful
woman in
man.
my family is like, we like the Stars too. I'm like, sure you do.
Beautiful.
But the so yeah, it was like, but like game 1, I'm playing hockey. Game 1 I play, and then like we lose. Game 2, it's like
We'll get him next time.
I'm gonna save a little more energy here. By game 3, we've lost the first 2. I'm like, I'm just here for fun,
Right.
Like,
I'm just smoking cigs and skating.
because there are usually by game 1 I'm usually wearing like equipment and ready to go. By game 4 I'm probably not wearing a helmet. I'm smoking a cigarette on that. But
Dude, let's talk about the cigarette because it was kind of like Michael's magic secret stuff. Like it was like your Popeye spinach, you said.
yeah.
So John's ripping a heater, and the whole time he's like, "Oh, this cigarette tastes a little different. Yep, never tasted anything like this before. I don't know." And I'm sitting here going, "This motherfucker is smoking angel dust. This man is smoking a cigarette dipped in formaldehyde right now, and he doesn't even know it." Some fucking local yokel in Buffalo gave this man PCP, a PCP cigarette, and he's like, "Okay, let's go."
That's true. I didn't even think about the fact that it was like a Lucy. Like it was just like a cigarette.
It's like this guy is he's smoking some sort of fucking, like bootlegger prohibition cigarette. But you did seem to perk up a little bit.
Yeah, I got you going.
You got Pink Whitney and some cigs, and next thing you know, the guy's white lightning on the ice.
I went and bought up the next morning. I went. Those are Senecas. Someone replied to me that they keep Western New York afloat. Senecas. And so the next morning I went to a gas station. And I was like, can I get some Seneca? I'm 99% sure I said, can I get a pack of Senecas? I don't know if I did. I don't know if I didn't. But I think I said, can I get a pack of Senecas? And the guy said, hundreds or kings. And I don't really know what a king is. This is for a cigarette. I'm an amateur cigarette smoker.
Hundreds are like the skinny long ones, right?
Longer,
lady cigs, right?
Yeah. And I was like, I'll do hundreds. And he came over with a full carton and put that down. And because
because you're not he looked at you and said, "This guy's not a pussy."
Yeah, I mean, but also I didn't correct him because I'm not the king of England.
No.
I'm not
So you bought yourself a carton of 100 Senecas.
But once he rang him up, what do you think it costs?
See, so in New York, that would probably what's in a carton like 8 packs.
I would say 8 to 10. Maybe.
In New York City, that would run you $135.
At least. I think you're on.
Right? Isn't it like $14-15 a pack?
Yeah.
That probably you're in Buffalo, New York.
Uh huh.
Probably like $63.
$30.
Well, then you got to get the carton.
I got the carton. Don't worry. I got
Let
the
me
carton,
tell
folks.
you what we're
That's 2
doing.
packs of cigarettes.
Let me tell you what we're doing then. We are buying a U-Haul truck, and we are going to bootleg cigarettes from Buffalo, New York to Manhattan.
Yeah.
We are going to sell cigarettes out of the back of a truck, and we're going to make way more money than this podcast is. This is going to be like some Kramer
Cigarettes are
shit.
coming back, dude. I buy stock in cigarettes.
Well, especially if
Cigarettes
they're
are-
going to try to fucking get rid of all the nicotine.
Right.
You're going to literally need a black market for cigarettes. You're going to have drug dealers dealing nicotine the same way they're doing fucking H.
selling weed on street corners, but dealing fucking
You want some Lucy's? You want some Lucy's? You want some
dealing
Lucy's?
fucking jewels.
I mean, like that shit's cigarettes. Cigarettes are the you've just been digging in your nutsack,
Bro, when it's
this
fucking
whole episode.
when it's fucking just available, like dude, what I've learned this episode is the only thing that keeps my hand off my dick is my belt.
Your belt. Yeah, your belt is not to hold your pants up; it's to keep your hands out.
Yeah.
That shit is a chastity belt.
Bro, I also have a huge rip in it, so I kind of keep just playing with my balls a little bit. I'm down.
It's it's so funny. You do your podcast in your studio and you just go through the motions and you just change the setting and it's just a fucking shit show, man.
I could figure my ass without getting up right now. I could put a finger in my ass right now, dude.
I fucking dare you to do it. I fucking dare you to finger your ass right now, you sick fuck. Disgusting. Hey! I was gonna say you. Earl Grey. Earl Grey's down. That's what you get. That's what you get. You have smelly fingers and a burnt leg. You got Earl Grey up your asshole now. We are off. This we say this very often these days. The industry has pretty much completely shifted, and you're late to the game if you don't know yet. But this is a must watch on YouTube instead of a listen.
Wait, so now
He's holding the cup like a mic. Oh my God. We've all got COVID. Jesus Christ. God damn it, man.
Anyway,
What I was gonna say was that cigarettes are the most when the world goes to rubble, cigarettes are currency,
yeah,
and we are gonna
Like prison.
stack them. Yes, I mean
Real quick,
yeah.
while you're drinking that, which finger was in your ass?
Yeah,
And
I
did
didn't
you
put any
use
fingers in my ass. I was just kidding. I'm serious, I didn't. I didn't put a finger in my ass. I thought when you dared me to, I thought about it, and I was like, that's a little.
That's a little bit much. Yeah. Yeah, man. But like if they take away cigarettes are literal gold. People talk about Bitcoin and shit. There's no inflation or whatever. Blah 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 blah. Like fucking cigarettes, tobacco. We should start growing tobacco.
I'm down with that. Coming from the Duke family.
Yeah.
Stars, baby. But I feel like now's a good time to tell
the story.
the story.
Okay, so this is
We
all-
are-
this
are
is
off
all
the
to
rails
set
enough.
up.
We're talking Buffalo.
This is all to set up one of, if not the.
Nick. Do you know the story?
No.
This is a
No,
story.
I am worried.
This is a story that is so funny. You can't call it like the funniest story of all time because who knows? Everyone's got amazing stories. What you can call it is in the history of guys being dudes being guys, broing out, hanging with the fellas. It's the number one guy story.
I think it has to be.
It's
because particularly like
unbelievable.
at a Pink Whitney event, like a Pink Whitney
It's
event,
hockey, which is already we know.
It's all hockey
Yeah.
dudes, right? It's like it's probably the largest collection of hockey bros.
Being a hockey bro is the definition of like guys being dudes, and this is the most dude broing out story of that. So this is it.
Yeah.
This is the one. It's brought to you by Betterhelp. If you do what we're about to describe, you need to go to BetterHelp.com. Get yourself some help. Actually, on a very real note, our boy Patty the Batty won himself another UFC match. Did you see his post match?
I did see that. Yes.
Awesome message from Patty.
I didn't see it until later. I actually quote tweeted because I have an older tweet about fighters grabbing mics and how I think it's funny that they're the only athletes who grab mics.
They take it from him. Yeah.
And I didn't see that. I saw it because we were at the Pink Whitney thing, so I didn't hear the speech. I just saw him grabbing the mic, and I thought it was funny, so I grabbed a picture.
Great moment.
But then I deleted that tweet because I later heard what
He was talking about. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like you were kind of missing the message there. But Patty with another tap, which I know to be a real like the biggest superstar in the UFC, you gotta have like knockout power. But I don't know. If you become a tap artist and you get everybody to succumb, that's pretty fucking
he a
bad.
tap guy?
I think he's won the last two. I think 2 of his 3 have been through the tap. Yeah. And he says that. He said that, and he goes, "I'm a weirdo. You can't fight me because I'm a weirdo. I could wrestle you on the match for 3 hours. I could wrestle you for 3 rounds, but nobody wants to see that. So he knows how to like put on a show. But I think he is more of a wrestler, grappler. I mean, even obviously 2 very different worlds. One's fake, one's real. But from the crowd point of view. In the WWF world, when a guy has a submission move, the crowd goes wild for it. If you make it your thing, and then especially if you promise to teabag a guy and you fucking teabag a guy. I said Messier calling Game 6, Babe Ruth calling his shot, fucking Joe Namath guaranteeing Super Bowl III, and Patty the Batty promising a teabag and delivering. And in the same night, Meatball Molly strikes again with the spinning back elbow. I mean, they are down. And then gets the quote tweet from The Rock.
Yeah.
I mean, they're on top of the world. And so in that moment, Patty and all of Liverpool have every right to just be like cocky and loving it and partying and talking shit on top of the world. And Patty takes the time to tell a story about how a friend of his tragically killed himself last week, and how he wishes he spoke up. And he has a great line saying, "I'd rather my bro, cry on my shoulder than me go to his funeral next week." So, for as much as people say like the stigma is getting removed and all that, like, it's not, you know what I mean? People say that, but then when they have to face it, they're like, well, I'm not going to say anything about it, you know? It's so much like practice what you preach, you know? Because everyone says, oh yeah, tell somebody, and then when you have to do it, you don't. So if the baddest motherfuckers in the world like Patty can do it, then you can too. And the easiest way to do it is to go to Betterhelp.com, where you don't really even have to make a big deal out of it. You don't have to go find a doctor and wait and make an appointment and go somewhere and sit and see people see you, and the stigma isn't even there because you just go on the internet. You get matched with a doctor, professional who can help you in just 24 hours, and you can get yourself some professional help right away. And right now, when you go to BetterHelp.com, it's BetterHelp.com/KFC, you get your first month for free. That's BetterHelp.com/KFC and get your first month for free. Do it just like Patty the Batty says. John, the floor is yours.
Okay. So again, it's at the Chicklets Cup, which again I don't know how many thousands, how many hundreds, maybe thousands of people were there, but when you really think about it, like a hockey game doesn't have as many hockey bros. It's got regular people in the crowd. Like this is probably the largest collection of pure hockey bro.
Right.
That there really is. There's
right.
There's some other
you
other
did
tournaments.
It in Canada last time, right?
No, that was
upstate, something was in Canada, right?
We did a pond hockey one in Canada.
Pond hockey, right. Yeah. So we're talking Canada. We're doing Buffalo, New York.
Exactly.
We're doing this is hockey country, and it's like you said, it's not just a game. It's like it is a celebration of hockey, is what those guys do.
And everyone there is a hockey player. Like, there are very few spectators, very few passengers.
Right.
Everyone
there
there like, played hockey.
Right.
Has that mentality to them.
Right. Varying levels from pro all the way down to whatever, but they all love the game.
And this year was the first year with this tournament was the first one with a girls division, but usually it's almost all men.
Right.
And so it's like the bathroom. This is the Pig Whitney party Friday night. Okay. The bathroom is like it's as jammed as like in between periods of the Bruins game. It's
right.
Huge long line.
Is that a bar, restaurant, or just like it's like an outdoor?
This is like an outdoor venue. It's called Riverworks Buffalo. It's fucking sick. If it's only like 5 years old, but if I grew up in a town that had a Riverworks in it, where it's like 2 rinks, an arcade, a bar, a concert venue, I'd have never left it. I'd have been a pro hockey player. I lost my virginity at 7. It would have been fucking sick.
Right.
But so I'm in the bathroom.
To a dude.
In the bathroom, this place, long lines. Now everyone's kind of waiting in the urinal. While we're all waiting there.
You think you know what's about to come. You have no idea.
Now I am currently at a urinal when this all starts. I am currently at a urinal. And some dude jumps in the middle of the room, and he just goes, "Fellas, I got the smallest dick in the room." And he pulls his pants down, and he fucking shows his little dick, and he starts flicking it around. Right? And someone goes, "Who's got smaller?" And then we all start pounding the wall going, "Who's got smaller? Who's got smaller? Who's got smaller?" And another dude jumps in the middle and goes, "Fellas! I got the smallest dick in the room." And then he pulls his pants down. He starts flicking his dick back and forth. 2 dudes, 2 little dicks go like this. The rest of the boys going, "Who's got smaller? Who's got smaller?" I was like I said, I was at the urinal when this started. So I'm walking out at this point. I do not know if a third jumped in. Jordy said when he got to the bathroom, it was still going on. I would have
just stayed. I would have just stood in that room. I would have just been like, "This is where the party's at." How many more guys step up going, "Fellas!
Got the smallest dick in the room."
Now, do you think that like the fact that there was this kind of cadence and this chant from the crowd, is this something that like happens? Or
Immediately afterwards, I walked out. I was talking to anyone who would listen to me. Anyone who was from Buffalo.
Was born in Buffalo or something?
Everyone was like, I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. It was just
Like, I
pure.
want to Google, like, I want to put everything in quotes and see if the internet's ever talked about this. Like, is there a fellas, I've got the smallest dick in the room, like, locker room thing that we don't know about? Because
literally,
or
I've told this
it was just
story.
beautiful.
At this point, I've told this story 20 times, 30 times.
Nobody's ever heard of it.
No one's ever heard of it at all.
It is literally, the word for it is beautiful.
It was like it's not like being like, I got a big dick, I'm tough. It's
No.
just like it's being the fuck. I got my little
they
dick.
did.
Let's have a good time.
They
And they
did
did
it.
have, and they were true to their word. They had
They
little
like, just like a tip.
tiny little dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it
It would
was
be very annoying if the guy was like, I've got the smallest dick in the room, and then he just was like hanging.
No,
Like,
no,
no,
it was
you
just
don't.
little dicks.
No, you don't.
it was pure
you know what that is?
uncut guys being dudes.
Was it uncut?
I didn't. I don't think the first
Too
guy
small
was.
you could even tell.
I think like when I turned around, I was like, "What the fuck?" I don't really. I didn't get that great a look at him.
Because you know what that is right there? That's taking back the power, man. That's turning the game on its head. We've been we've had big dicks jammed into our brains our whole lives, and now no, I've got the smallest dick. And
like everyone jumping. I was at the urinal. I was pissing, jumping, slamming the wall. Who's got smaller? Who's got smaller?
I mean that, like, if you have a small dick, and that's going on, and they're cheering you, that's arguably the best moment of your life. Because like up until that point, depending on how old you are and where you're at with your tiny dick, like that is your biggest insecurity.
Right.
Girls have laughed at you, guys have made fun of you, you have whatever, and all of a sudden, in the land of the tiny dicks, you're king. Like,
Dude,
you're the star of the show, fellas. I've got smaller.
Dude,
Like,
the thinking like the event's it's not the goal of the event, but events like this tend to make you miss the glory days and make you want to get back on the ice and shit like that. I've played, and this is my fifth one, I think, but fifth Chiclets event. This is only the third roller hockey. I did two of the pond hockeys. I might have done a couple others. Nothing has made me miss the glory days, high school sports, the locker room, like that. That was like, I was like, fuck
how old do
me,
you think
man.
we're talking?
How old were the kids?
They were kids.
I mean, like they were. I don't know. They were nondescript. Let's call them mid-20s.
Let's
like
take out that part where we said they were the kids.
no. I mean, you had to
It was
be,
the kids in the bathroom showing me their dicks.
you got to be 21 to play in the event.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. But they were
it was
like
just regular
yeah, yeah.
dude. I don't know.
It wasn't like they were like old guys or something like
I'll be
that.
honest, Kev. I don't really think I look at their faces.
What were their balls like?
It's
I've
all
always
kind
wondered
of a blur.
if you
It's
got
like
the tiny dick.
Huh?
If you have a really tiny dick, does
They were
your
pretty-
balls change size?
Yes.
Like-
I would
like
say
if you have a
yes.
small dick,
It'd be
you have
crazy
small
to have
balls?
like regular ass balls. Yeah, it was. They
Would
had
it
a
be?
small little coin
because
purse.
if you have a huge dick, you don't have a huge balls.
You get longer balls, don't you?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I mean, like, look, if I'm remembering correctly, maybe I'm just painting the picture in my head, but like it was like a little coin purse,
That's crazy.
and then a little thumb.
Like we joke all the time about having a small dick, and I do think my soft penis is rather small, but it's probably completely normal. And if I were to jump in there and be like, I got the smallest, they'd be like, boo!
Yeah.
That's a normal 2.5 inches soft. Boo!
That's actually regulation for America.
I've Googled it before.
Right.
5.14 inches is the average. Boo! I mean,
Maybe in Brazil you'd get away with that shit being small, but not here in the States.
it's just like I've heard stories. Nikki Glazer told it on her stand up once, and I've heard girls that I know tell a story where they all show each other their pussies to be like, yeah, mine's a little lippy and mine's a little dark, and I've got roast beef, and you're okay.
Nikki's story very much like that, where like strangers were showing each other their pussies in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Right,
And
right.
like but normally that's girlfriends, and they like go to a stall, and it's like, let's just do this and like to empower ourselves, and not like a chanting in public. But as always, guys take it one step further, and they're just like, yeah, man, it's cool to have small dicks. it's a small dick party, and it's like being a short king. You know, it's a small dick party, and if you're hanging dick, you're a fucking loser,
I'm
bro.
actually
Get outta
fucking
here.
mad I walked out. Now,
I would have
I was becoming,
sat down on the fucking floor. You were lingering?
I was becoming like I was starting to hear a couple of John.
Oh,
and-
okay, yeah.
Like,
You can fly too close to the sun on that one. You know? Oh man, it's
but
just
dude, Chef Donnie was in the bathroom with me too. We walked out and we were like, that was the fucking coolest thing I've ever been a part of. That was fucking beautiful. It was hilarious. It was like a celebration of manhood, but not in like a creepy, not in a creepy, but not in like a dangerous way.
No, because you know what?
Celebrating men. It's
bad.
things are gonna go. Everyone's incredibly misogynistic and horrible and like.
Right.
But this is just like
usually,
the fucking
celebrations.
This
of
was
manhood,
celebrating. This was a celebration of dudehood.
That's usually like clan meetings.
Yeah, right.
and like gang warfare and shit. It's manhood, but not. But it is because it's like true manhood. You know what? You know what the gayest shit in the world is? The fucking lamest, softest shit in the world, having a big dick. You're blessed. Life's easy. Girls want to fuck you. You have confidence. You walk around and you can show it off. You're a fucking. It's like you're like a cake eater of dick. You know what I mean? You know what a real man is? Having a little pecker. I still get up and go to fucking work in the factory. I play in my men's league afterwards. I'll hit the ice and I'll fucking throw you over the fucking over the fucking what's it called? Fucking boards. And I do it all with my little fucking mushroom tip dick.
That's it's like one of my favorite like quote unquote pickup line I've ever seen delivered. It's my buddy who's probably about 5'7". This girl is talking, and he's one of those guys who he talks to every one of those I'll just shoot a million shots, one will land,
Numbers
and
game.
it lands basically every night.
Yeah.
But my one buddy is about 6'5", and he's talking to this chick, and my buddy steps in the middle of him, and he says, "Look up at him, look at that guy. He's been handed everything his whole life. He doesn't have to work for anything. I'll take you home. I'll fucking pin your legs to the headboard, and I'll fuck you until your eyes roll in the back of your head. I'll work for it." And guess who?
Yes!
It's like
Yes, fellas! Yes! Yes, I got two
look
friends.
at him and look at me. I'll fucking work for it.
I got one friend who's 6'5", chiseled. Girls say that his face looks like John Mayer and works in finance. I got another friend. Actually, they both work in finance, so that's a wash. I got another friend, 5'7", balding, admittedly says not the best looking guy in the world. He goes, if I look like him, I'd be the fucking president. It's like, I would run the fucking... He goes, forget about getting laid. I would run the fucking world if I looked like him. Are you kidding me? And then it's funny because we all laugh, but the tall guy was just doing what we're all doing. He's kind of like, shit, fuck. Maybe I haven't done enough with this,
Yeah.
Because
Bro,
he hasn't
you
worked
started
for
on
it.
third. You're getting picked off.
Yeah. It's the same thing when you say, fat girl head. It's like when fat girls are gonna suck your dick because they need to. They fucking need. What
Unless
was
you're just watching 30 Rock in bed and Liz Lemon says, "I'm not one of those girls who do weird things in bed because I think I have to."
Yo, speaking of, did you see Rosebud's latest Instagram clip? She said she retired from sucking dick because I don't do it anymore. She said, "I'm done doing it," and the crowd is like, "Boo!" And some people are cheering, some people are groaning. I swear, if they had heads of lettuce, I think they would have been throwing them. And she's like, "Nope, don't care, not gonna do it." You know why? She's basically saying because she sucks at it. She's like, trust me, it's a good thing that I'm not even gonna try anymore. But yeah, I mean. Those are the people that try hard in life. Those guys, that little dick guy will probably eat your box until you
that dude was in the fucking corners all tournament. That dude, he doesn't care about scoring up on the stat, showing up on the stat sheet. He's just trying to help the squad, dude.
Oh man, that's great shit. What else do we got?
Well, I had one other story from Buffalo. And then I have one from last night, too, if you want to hear that.
Yeah, keep it rolling here. We are Off the Rails. This is Off the Rails LA week here.
So we're Saturday morning, where they kind of like shuttles going to and fro from the hotel, which actually is such a funny thing from the hotel to the Riverworks. Such a funny thing that like it was a half mile away. If it was in New York, there would be no shuttles running back and forth.
Right.
You just walked a half mile. Right.
Right.
So like after like 4 times of waiting 15 minutes for the shuttle to come,
been there.
I was like, I could just walk.
Yeah.
Like it's so weird when you're not in the city. You like walking is a thing. Is
I don't know if it's
idea.
because it's like a grid and you can just go like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Because it does
1,
feel
2, 3,
a lot longer.
over. Yeah,
like that half
when you're
mile,
walking through like a tree-lined streets or whatever, you feel ridiculous.
It's an eternity.
Yeah,
I did it once. I took a train out to the Hamptons, and we were walking through just like
a neighborhood. You're like, this is absurd.
This is the longest walk of my life.
There's no
And it was like a quarter
sidewalks. There's
mile.
no. It's crazy.
But because this, I think it's in the city of like distractions. So you're like, people are walking. I'm doing some people watching. I'm checking out storefronts. I'm doing this. Like, there's none of that here.
Right.
But so, we're getting in the shuttle Saturday morning, and we're driving over to Riverworks. Now Dante had done Friday night. Dante had performed. He'd done the Pink Whitney event.
Right.
He DJ'd. Boston Levi had played as well, and it was an awesome party. But I just see Dante like halfway from the Riverworks, between the Riverworks and the hotel. I just see him facing the other way on a street corner. His backpack by his side. He's got like the same gray T-shirt on he was wearing the night before. He's got a Barstool hat on, and he's just texting. We're at a red light, and I'm sitting next to Avery in the back seat. I'm like, "Yo, roll the window down. Roll the window down." And I was like, Dante looks like a fucking idiot out here. And he's like, "What?" And he's like, I'm like, "Roll the window down." He's like, "I don't think that's Dante." I was like, "Roll the fucking window down. That's Dante." He rolls the window down. I go, "Get a job, you fucking loser!" As the car pulls away, and I look back. And I just go, not Dante.
It's not Dante. Drive. It's not Dante.
And some kid on the street corner, and he just looks up and gives the most like, what the fuck, man? Like it's 9 a.m. on a Saturday. Someone's just screaming at me to get a job, you fucking loser. Like, what kind of asshole does that? And then it turns out to be, like, I felt really awful right away.
Who it was, Nick?
Like I was like, I told them, I was like, Kyle, who's I don't know if he does sales or what he does. I don't know. Kyle works at Barstool Sports.
Barstool Kyle.
And he was one driving the van. I was like, dude, make sure you tell that guy. He's just like, we thought it was someone different. Otherwise, you could throw a rock through the window.
It was Corey from the Kevin Clancy show. Corey to end the show every week.
Corey Bruce?
Yep, Corey
Oh,
Bruce.
yeah. He was one. Dude, he took a bunch of photos of you, right?
Yeah.
He has the great one
sick.
of you.
Great photographer.
of you
Yeah.
chugging Pink Whitney.
Yeah, so he was literally on his way to his job.
Which is, but he was coming to the event to shoot.
That's what I mean. Yeah, he was on his way to take
so
pictures.
I don't want to say it's like that far fetched because he's obviously for the Kevin Clancy show, radio show. Every episode we finish it off because he called in once and he was like, "Dude, I think you're a genius and you're underappreciated." I was like, "This is the best call ever." So we finish every episode. I'm like, "Tell the people." Tell him what you think. And he says, "You're the most underappreciated genius besides me." So me and him end the episode every week like that. So he's obviously a diehard Stool. He listens to my show every week, would go to an event like this. So it's not like, what are the chances? But it's still like, what are the fucking chances, you know? That's the... I've been saying, I feel like I'm back on the Truman Show again because just everything keeps going wrong. Like my air conditioner broke in the kid's house for the heat wave. And it's it's just like, what? Like, yeah, I mean, I guess I'm complaining to the wrong guy because you've been going through it too. But yours is more just like it's been that way forever and it's not, you're not fixing it. Like for the heat wave, like the unstoppable, oppressive, check on your kids and your nana heat wave because they might be dead. The air conditioner stops working. Like, God fucking damn it. And that's where I'm just convinced I'm still on the Truman Show and I think you guys are just all fucking...
I heard someone else said that recently to you, and you're like, "Yes, I always think that too."
Yeah,
and I didn't realize that's like an actual like psychological condition. I thought
the main character syndrome.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the time though,
Jackie is the one that said it.
Well, but so Jackie's the type because she's like, "Am I famous?" You know what I mean? Yeah. It's more like you're a narcissistic asshole,
right? For sure.
This is like so many bad things keep happening. And I'm just like, is this? But then I'm coming to realize like, shut the fuck up. That's just called life, you know?
Yeah.
Like I keep doing. I've been doing it with money forever, where I keep being like, oh, like all right, if I just like I got to pay the kids' tuition and then I'll be able to like save some money and stack it away, and then another unexpected thing pops up, and I'm like, oh, another one. It's just like they're not unexpected things. Just pencil in
They're
an
monthly
expense.
bills.
Yeah, like they're changing, they're different, but it's just gonna keep happening, dude.
Yeah.
It's just called life. So I think that's part of. Oh, you know what I got? We got an email from my old house situation. The people I sold.
Sold out the when the floods.
Yes, exactly. The people who bought it from them, the people who bought it from us, sold it and bounced, and they didn't disclose anything. And we got an email being like, you know, my heart started fucking pounding. I was like, I'm getting sued. I can't believe this. Like Truman Show kicked in big time.
Yeah.
I was like, I was on the plane and I was like, I'm gonna take over the cockpit and crash this whole plane and take you all with me. But it's the new people being like, fuck those guys, and like, did you know about this or whatever? But I don't want to get involved at all. Probably shouldn't even be talking about this on the podcast. Part of me wants to go like hard and be like, because those people, we had to sell it at such a loss because we were honest about it, and they didn't. So I'm like, fuck you.
Fuck yeah, that's fucked up.
It is fucked up, and I think it's like fraud and probably illegal. But I'm also like, you know what I don't need on my plate right now? Like me being involved in some house that like I don't even fucking own anymore. But fuck that noise. But that was a moment I was like, oh my god. Like I haven't seen this. It came from the lawyer from that house. I was like, I haven't heard from this guy since the house. I was like, no, something is going wrong. Thank God it wasn't.
By the way, you owe us all the money back.
Yeah, like I was waiting for some shit like that, man. But like that's, you know, that house. Oh, I got another story for you. I went to hot as fuck the other day. I went on a quest to find a slushie. And so I went to a 7-Eleven in.
Could have solved that one for you pretty quick.
What do you mean?
7-Eleven will do it.
Yeah. But the 7-Eleven I went to is on McLean Avenue in Yonkers. Not the best area. I go in, and there's this homeless guy, shirt off, cleaning though. Clearly trying to be one of those bums that's like, I'll do work for money, but also absolutely off his rocker. And the people who work there clearly must see him all the time. And they were like, get the fuck out of here. And he's like, fuck you, I'm going to fucking kill you and your whole fucking family. And they're like, yeah. And they're fine with it. But I'm sitting there trying to, he's like right next to me cleaning up like the counter. And I'm kind of like, can we not like poke the bear here?
Yeah.
And they're like, fuck you. And then he goes crazy and he's like, I know triads. I know fucking Latin kings, okay? I'm talking MK Ultra shit. I know guys that'll fucking wipe you and your family off the face of the fucking earth, okay? And then as I'm just like, this is wild, right? I'm filling up my slushie and we kind of bump into each other. We like bump hips by accident. I was backing up and he was, you know, doing whatever the fuck he's doing. And I was like, here we go. I'm about to like have to fight a bum in 7-Eleven because I went to get a slushie. And he ends up kind of like, we bounce back and he ends up yelling at me, I'm going to go get some TNT and blow this fucking place up with you in it. I'm talking TNT dynamite. It's almost like, go do it.
Yeah.
Like I want you to come back with some sticks of dynamite and one of those things where you go kaboom.
Yeah.
I want you to fucking blow this thing up like it's Looney Tunes, you fucking bum. Yeah, so like things like that where I was just like, I swear to God, this is. I think you guys are watching me on reality TV.
that one right there.
Right? Like
someone says TNT.
yeah, with TNT, I'm talking TNT dynamite, man. I'm like Jesus Christ. Let's run through a couple topics in the news. This is our 1 Minute Man KFC Radio edition, brought to you by Cortina Health, which is a monthly subscription to keep your skin healthy and looking good, whether you're a male or female, binary, non-binary, whatever. As long as you're a human being that wants to have your face look pretty and smooth and young with no wrinkles and no splotches and all that other stuff, Cortina is the answer. It's just $39.99 a month, which if you think about it,
Way better than the $150 I was spending.
you are a buffoon. John was spending $150 a month on skincare. Most guys out there are spending $0 a month.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to spend some money on your face. Think about like what you do to your face on a regular basis. You're drinking, you're smoking, you're going out, you're touching things, you're rubbing your face against people's body parts. It's disgusting. And then you turn around and you like maybe wash it with like a bar of Ivory soap.
Oof.
Like you have
Can't
no
be doing that,
right?
Not if you're a KFC radio listener.
No, we gotta have pretty people.
Yeah.
I was looking out on the audience in Providence. A lot of Cortina Health people in that crowd. A lot of people, very good-looking crowd. I also saw some people that could use a Cortina Health subscription. So this is everything you need from lotions and serums, creams, all the shit that's recommended by board-certified dermatologists within just 24 hours. You sign up, you submit a survey. Talk about your skin type and your skincare and your situation, and this dermatologist will tell you exactly what you need, and that way you get the best skin you can possibly have. I mean, think about how much money you spend on clothes. Skin is just your permanent clothes.
Yeah.
Make sure that your outfit looks great. Go to Get Cortina. That's GetCortina.com. Use code KFC to get your first month for free. So listen, I actually understand. I'm sure a lot of guys out there are skeptical about signing up for a monthly subscription for skincare because, like I said, we don't do it at all. Try it. Try 1 month for free.
You will get compliments.
You will absolutely get
feel
compliments.
like dude. Like the first time a girl tells you, "By the way, your skin's looking really good," you feel like the absolute king of the world.
And you kind of are because nobody else has good skin. So,
Right.
like, you have a leg up on the game. It's like, fellas, who's got the prettiest face? Because nobody else out there is doing it until they all catch on to Cortina. So just do it for free. Try that first month with skincare that's designed for you by a dermatologist. And if you don't notice the results, then you can end it. But I'm guaranteeing you'll like that first month. It's getcortina.com/code KFC for your first month for free. Elon Musk was accused.
So sick of this guy.
Well, this is not his fault though.
No, I'm just so sick of him.
This is what sucks.
But like now I have to see his cute little tweet back.
What sucks is when you want to do anything, whether it's Dave Portnoy taking over the gambling world with Penn, or Elon Musk trying to buy Twitter and get involved, like when you or you run for president, whatever, and this has been going on forever, but now it happens on like a global, everyday level where everyone sees it. The motherfuckers just dig up like every single thing on you. Like, I mean, it's kind of crazy at this point. If you run for president, someone will say 45 years ago you groped them.
Yeah.
And that's almost white noise now. Like, we know that's offsetting because both candidates are going to have that. You know what I mean? So it's getting to the point where it's like, why are we even digging up all this shit? Let's just talk about like the here and the now. But like Elon, we knew about him, but now we know that his fucking dad fucks his daughters or whatever. We know all about all the kids he had. Like, I knew he had some kids. I didn't know he had like 9 kids by 3 different women and all this shit. You know, it's like everybody starts airing your dirty laundry out because you want to spend your money. I don't know. I just fucking hate all that shit. But this one, I really feel bad for him because it seems to be like straight up not true. They said that he, the founder or who, like the head of Google right now, that Elon fucked that guy's wife. And that's
the cuck chair?
Huh?
The cuck chair?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably was.
That picture of the cuck chair someone photoshopped was so funny.
With Elon?
No, with me.
Oh, I didn't see it.
So my hotel room last night just had this fucking chair sitting there.
Oh.
Right? And I was
I thought you were talking about the royal we, just the cuck chair. You had a cuck chair.
Cuck chair. Like there was no, like, I didn't put that there. I didn't move that from a desk and put
This
that
is
there.
in the Crown Plaza in Queens?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a 40. That is a room you rent by the hour.
It's just
that is for the
that
cup
chair
to
was
watch.
just sitting there.
Or for the pimp to sit and make sure nothing goes wrong.
But someone photoshopped this.
That's a great photo. Photoshop.
It's a great photo.
That's just you watching your wife get fucked by some giant black guy when you sit there and smoke cigs on the cuck chair. You on the cuck chair would be funny because you'd be like talking to the guy. You know what I mean? Like, oh, good stroke, dude. Yeah. Nice, good shit, man.
What's your 401k looking like? You taking a bath too?
So this story was it's like the head of Google. Is that who it is? 'Cause
if I remember correctly,
it's funny that we don't. I mean, I don't. Maybe you guys do. Like, I don't know the head of Google the way we do know like Zuckerberg and Elon and like. How come we don't know
that's
like
probably
the
fucking,
Google guy?
That's not an accident.
Yeah, right. That's
I mean, like
you'd think we would
Sergey
know, right?
Brin or something like that. Was
yeah,
one of them.
it's Sergey Brin. So
Okay, I guess I do. I'm smart as fuck.
yeah. So they said that he's breaking up with his girl, and that it was caused by Elon Musk fucking her, which would be like that would be a monster story to me if the tech giants are banging each other's wives. That's like fucking nuts. And Elon's just like, there's no truth to this. I was hanging out with Sergey earlier today. Like, here's a fucking now. Here's the thing though. What if, like, you can do all this and still be fucking his wife? Because what if it is a cuck situation? What if he was on the cuck chair and it's like, yeah, I do have pictures of us smiling and hanging out because usually we had the pineapples upside down and things were all good, but shit has gone awry. Because once you fuck like tech giants, ain't no going back.
Why? Oh, you mean from a chick?
From any, yeah, it's like once you start dabbling in that game, when you gonna get back on Hinge, you start fucking regular guys. I'm used to fucking banging the head of Google. Well, if that doesn't work, I'm gonna go bang the guy from Tesla.
Yeah, I mean,
Once you start running in those circles.
Nah, I disagree. Actually, now that I think about it, it's like fucking an athlete. Plenty of chicks fuck athletes, who then they go fucking back to.
I don't think they do. You think like those like club girls and shit who like start fucking athletes and rich guys then like drop? I mean, once they get older and shit. But,
So
like,
yeah,
in their prime,
eventually they fucking marry a guy over there.
Yeah. If that's yes, but like in their prime, they go from they're homie hopping.
But she's not in her prime. She's the wife.
Yeah. I mean, that might be true. I mean, at that point, you got to just take his money and run, and that's the goal. You know what I mean? You fuck these tech giants, then you get them, then you divorce them, you take their money, and you leave. That's the circle of life.
Yeah.
So, but Elon, either those guys got together and were like, hey, let's fucking squash this and like bro out and be like, we're cool, right? Let's not fuck up our money and all this shit and just say like we're friends. You know what I mean? Because that seems like a weird story to run with if it's not facts. Because you now have like 2 billionaires who can throw endless money at you for a lawsuit
lawsuits,
if it's libel or whatever. So that seems weird, but nonetheless, Elon comes out and says, not only are we boys, it can't be me because I haven't had sex in a while.
Sigh.
Yes, he put the sigh.
I don't give a fuck about Elon Musk as far as like anti or pro him.
Yeah.
I don't find him particularly interesting, so that's why it's very weird how much people love him. But like that shit posting when you're a billionaire, I think is so lame. I think
what thing?
Just like shit posting.
Yeah. Well,
like
that's
shit postings for like 20-year-old dudes.
That's what he thinks is funny. Well, I find him interesting from like a science point of view. I think it's his brain is obviously crazy, and he my problem with Elon has always been that he makes those promises and then he can't deliver them.
Yeah.
But what he actually has delivered, spaceships that can land in the same spot and like we're gonna get to Mars and all this shit. Like that's obviously I love that shit. What I don't like is that he's tried to be funny.
Yeah, right.
The Dogecoin and the tweets and when he calls himself, I don't know who's worse, him for calling himself a meme lord or like when other people call him a meme lord.
God,
What's worse?
I didn't know either that was happening, but
Yeah.
both makes me want to fucking puke.
How about the one? Did you see the tweet So when he said, "I haven't had sex in a while," sigh.
Ugh, like a fucking like anime cartoon commenter.
Yes.
Like, that makes me want to crawl out of my skin just hearing that tweet, reading that tweet.
So when I saw that, the top reply was a fan, like a fucking Elon bro. So he said, "I haven't had sex in a while." This guy goes, "That's bullshit, bro. I'm happily married with an amazing wife. Even she understands if I helped you out. She would even be proud of me. Even if I myself would feel like shit. LOL, that's hell for me, but I would do it." Is this guy talking about giving up his wife or fucking Elon Musk himself?
Sounds like he's talking about fucking himself.
Yeah.
These
guys are the biggest fucking losers
Fans
in the
of anything
world.
are like huge losers.
Yeah.
It's fanatic is short. I mean, fans short for fanatic. Fanatics are fucking nut jobs.
Yeah.
So like when you cross that threshold, across that line, it happens pretty quickly when you become like a weirdo. But like being a fan of like
But a team and a sport is like
is different,
We know
for
we
sure.
inherently know it's silly because we're talking about a game and all this shit. But it's just like we're doing it as like a hobby and like an outlet and for fun. Being a fan of another dude
yeah,
is weird.
it's particularly when it's like I love his business or I love his science.
Yeah.
It's like okay, I mean I don't know. I guess everyone's got their thing. Everyone's
Because then what happens? The same way you defend a team no matter what, like that you defend this guy no matter what, and it's like, what if he does something wrong? Then
Yeah,
he
right.
did something wrong.
Right.
No, because it's like, well, no, it's just a guy. It just becomes so weird when you co-sign like everything a guy does. It's like, you're fucking, and then you either offer to suck his dick or his wife to suck your dick, to suck his dick.
Dude, the
Fucking weird, bro.
I at the hotel last night. I went downstairs. I went to the bar, just to get some food, and it was terrible. It was like the town Crown Royal, Crown Plaza, Crown Plaza in Queens is legitimately the worst hotel I've ever seen.
I thought the one in Providence was absolutely awful myself.
that was
Musty old air.
that was the Ritz compared to this.
Really?
It was the Ritz compared to this. But I think that's why my throat is so sore. Like might be COVID. It might be just like the air in that hotel. Like it was like breathing vinegar. Like every breath. Like truly.
It was probably that you had bags and bags of salt and vinegar chips, but anyway.
But I'm going down to the hotel party to get some food, which I ordered a grilled chicken and a frozen chicken patty is what came out. But the in the elevator on the way down, I bumped into someone who was clearly like, I bet this kid's an Elon Musk super fan. 'Cause he's such a motherfucker, and he bitched me, man. He fucking him and three friends. One was a chick. They fucking just bodied me.
You get so dominated in public,
Dude,
public spaces.
He just goes, "Hey man, nice mustache." Right?
I
Right?
thought it was gonna be something like they bumped into you or like
No.
they took your space.
Nope,
He
nope.
he dunked on you.
And then I went. I had headphones in. Like I was gonna go to the bar alone. So I was like, "Oh yeah." And then he goes, "Good beard too." And then luckily we were on the third floor going down. So I kind of like looked and got out. And then I spent a good portion of of my dinner from then on just taking pictures of him across the bar, just being like that little motherfucker.
John, what? John, you did what?
Just taking pictures of him,
John,
thinking
you
about killing him.
You just took pictures of this.
I mean, like
of this,
acne-riddled
teenager?
teen.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
he has like needs. He needs like.
He needs Cortina in a bad way.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is covered in acne.
He needs that like
And he
that
bitched me,
suicidal.
man. He fucking bitched me, bro.
You see this face with this bowl cut?
Yeah. That kid
Look at
fucking.
this, this is the
That kid
teenager, Nick.
fucking ran my
This kid
show.
shit pumped you in front of his girl too.
Yeah, dude.
Like he made sure that woman was like, I won't fuck that guy. This is my man right here. Nice mustache and
You
beard
got good
too.
beard too, connects and everything.
That kid might be the biggest loser on the planet, but except for you.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
nice beard, man. Totally not patchy at all.
Look how much acne he has, and look at his buddy who's sitting next to him, slumped down. Those two kids
let's call
put me in a fucking blender.
Let's call a spade a spade. Those two guys are school shooters, and they are such losers, but they could bully you.
Yeah.
And I love that little snicker, like the totally connects. like he looks to his friends. It's not patchy at all. Totally is though. Get it?
It is.
I mean, you should go. If you committed a mass shooting after that, I wouldn't have fucking blamed you for that. That is some intense bullying. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I took 10
that's
I took
not,
10
yeah,
pictures
that's
of one
fucking weird. I gotta be honest. That's fucking weird. The fact that you took 10 pictures of a teenage boy, and I know the whole time you were like this. You were like, you were like the wet
I'm
bandits.
never gonna forget
you were
this
the,
face.
You were the
That's
wet
my
bandits
9/11.
with Kevin McCall. This little kid thinks he's fucking tough. I'm gonna take pictures of him from afar and talk about it on my podcast.
Yeah. No, that elevator ride was my 9/11, and I'm making sure I never forget.
Nice mustache.
Yeah, good beard too, connects and everything. fucking little cunt.
Oh, what a bitch you are, man. Last thing before we go to voicemails, and then we get into an interview with Mark Norman. How about Kyler Murray having a $100 million homework clause?
That was awesome.
That is fucking. Is that something that's in a lot of contracts and we don't know it, or this is like the Kyler clause because he like doesn't give a fuck?
I would imagine it's a Kyler clause. Like,
Because I've never heard of this.
No, I never.
He has to do at least 4 hours of game film homework
Study,
prep
a week.
studying a week.
A week.
Or he could lose up to $100 million in incentives. That must
And
mean
like-
that
and like they're
motherfucker
like-
does nothing.
And like nothing.
Like
And,
that means he has
they're-
just been like, I am super fast, I can sling it, and that's what I do, coach. Because 4 hours a week is like you should want to do 4 hours a week so you don't get fucking killed out there.
Like a clip went viral today of Brady being like,
I do that every
he's
night.
I'm not kidding. I could literally sit here all day. He's like,
Talk football,
He's like, someone was watching film. He's like, it's so therapeutic to me. He's like, I'll sit in this chair and 5-6 hours go by. Sometimes I don't even notice.
Yeah.
And it's like,
But that's the difference. Is like he likes it.
right.
He's intrigued by it. It soothes him. He it's like the battle to him, and he figures it. But if you view it as homework, you probably fucking hate it.
Yeah.
This guy probably wants to go fuck bitches and party and shit. It's like I got to do when you call it homework. That's you know what I mean. It's like
Right.
this. You're like sorry guys, can't hit the club. I got to do homework tonight. Like come on man, it's no big deal. Oh well, I'm gonna lose $100 million if I do it. You know.
It is like how they have to have it like how it's programmed to be able to read what else he's doing on the iPad.
Yeah.
So like, you can't be like he's doing other things during
Right.
these 4 hours. Like, but it is like I don't know, man. Like,
That's
like
crazy.
some people are like the Brady's, were like they're, and I think Brady himself would tell you like it's not easy for me. Like, I have to grind to be.
Yeah,
good
he's
at
not the
this.
best
Like,
athlete in the world.
I have
yeah,
to
like
work.
if Brady had Kyler's like abilities, he probably wouldn't need to do all
Right.
that shit.
He had like I think he said like I remember like he set up like a fucking cone drill in his garage in high school. He'd do that like 3 hours a day because he just couldn't figure out like he had no pocket presence, no pocket awareness.
Yeah.
But then there are other people like I mean one of my favorite stories to tell is the one talking to Gronk about his iPad.
Yeah.
When Gronk it was when Antonio Brown had just signed with the Patriots. And Gronk happened to be in the office. And I was talking to him and I was like how long do you think realistically until Antonio learns the playbook? Like I've heard it's pretty hard.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Man, it's not that hard." And he's like, our playbook is big, but every week you only need a few, and like
For
they
yourself.
update your iPad with like the plays you need to learn that week. And I forget his fucking boy's name. I forget the big dude. He's like his driver kind of deal.
Yeah.
I forget his name, but he was with him, and he goes. Let's just call him Dave. I know it's a goofy name, but he's like ask Dave when last time my iPad was charged was. And I was like, when? He goes, I don't know, 3 years ago. And Gronk just starts laughing. He's like, I was like, how do you do that? He's like, I don't know.
He's a
I don't-
savant. Like
he's
like
like,
he is,
I understand. It's hard for other people,
But not for him.
Like I understand, I'm not a genius at everything.
right, but this
I can do this. This is
like,
I don't need to study it.
Manny
It's fine.
Ramirez with baseball,
Right.
Gronk with football. Like some guys just fucking get it. But I mean, but quarterback, is usually a different one. It's like the fact that Kyler's got to be, 4 a week, 7 days in a week. You're doing like 30 minutes here and there. That's all it takes to get $100 million. You know what?
But doesn't that make them
I guarantee this will come up. That he won't do this.
really?
I guarantee that they put that in there to be like we'll recoup our money.
Yeah, that's
we
true.
will nail him on this in year like 5 or
Especially
something like
because
that.
you could be a motherfucker about it. You'd be like, well, he opened Twitter during
Exactly.
one of the, right?
Like you can. There's enough to be like a he said she said and like they get out of the contract or whatever.
But doesn't this make them look bad for giving him a $250 million contract
for a
a
guy
guy you
who,
have to
like,
make
does it-
do homework?
Yeah. No, I mean that's the quarterback game is a tough one, man. Oh, last thing. Have you heard the song "If I Get Caught" by Division?
No.
Did you see the?
I saw yes.
Yeah. So Jermaine Dupri posted a screenshot of a text between him and Jay-Z. He wanted to get this sample cleared, so he just texted Jay-Z, which is awesome, by the way. The song is "Song Cry," which is a song Jay-Z wrote about a relationship where he's like extremely misogynistic. The famous line that gets sampled is, "I was just fucking those girls. I was going to get right back." And he's like, "How could you break up with me? How could you do me like that? I'm a man with pride. You don't do shit like that. You don't get up and leave me to being like, I can fuck other girls and we should still be in the relationship." So he says, the sample's good. You're cleared. I didn't think there'd ever be a song more toxic than "Song Cry," but I stand corrected. these guys' division, DDSN, they're I think on OVO when Jermaine Dupri works with them. They write back like it's not toxic, it's just honest. This song, bro, is wild. It's just if I get caught cheating, that don't mean that I don't love you, and it is. I like feminists. I want to just watch their heads explode listening to this song. I can't sing it or we can't put it on the YouTube. You just have to go listen to it. It's just guys being like, you knew the deal when you got here. You wouldn't like me if I didn't have other hoes. You knew I was charismatic. And just because I fucked that girl doesn't mean that I don't love you and we should blow up this relationship. And while, of course, extremely toxic, I'm sure there's a bunch of guys out there who are like, for real, man. For real.
Facts.
For the video is funny too. The girl he goes out to the club and she's like, "Oh, you're gonna be out with like John. He's always with hoes. Like fuck that." And he says like, "Yeah, you know you like that I have hoes." They push and they play. They go to the club. There's a phone left behind, and girls start blowing it up. And she rips up his sneakers, tears apart his clothes. They go back from the club, and it's his friend. Who's like, oh shit, I can't believe I left my phone here. I bet you saw some crazy shit out there, huh? And she's like, what? And the boyfriend's like, come on, babe, let's go inside. And she's like, what the fuck just happened? So you go watch the video, go watch the song. I'm sure it'll be big on like TikTok and all that shit because it feels like an SNL song. It's fucking ridiculous. All right, we're about to get into our voicemails. Perfect timing, though. I get this tweet from Gavin. He says, boneless, LMAO. My nephew just turned 4 and has switched over to traditional wings. Enjoy your chicken nuggets, young man.
Bro, your name's Gavin.
Yeah, like drop dead Gavin.
Gavin.
I bet you're in the cuck chair, you little fucking bitch.
Dude.
Gavin.
The day I get insulted by a Gavin is the day Gavin gets his larynx ripped out.
Yo, we've been watching The Terminal List. Chris Pratt and Tim Riggins in a just like CIA.
What episode are you on?
I'm done.
You're done. Okay.
Yeah. Just
right.
like,
We talked about that.
Fucking CIA psyops, triple stab, triple back cross, backstabbing, murder fucking scenes. Chris Pratt is
one of my favorite tweets has come out of that. One that I found incredibly complimentary when someone said, "This is such a Feidelberg show. I thought you were going to be listed as executive producer when it ended."
It is great. But Chris Pratt at one point is like a murder monster. That's what I want to do to Gavin.
Yeah.
I want to fucking do a Tommy Reese. Tommy Reese, what's his name?
I don't remember.
Reese.
Yeah.
Reese.
There is a murder at the end. I think it's at the end of episode 3, maybe 4. There is a kill when they're down in Mexico.
There's
One
a
of the
kill
most
and a threat.
ruthless fucking kills.
In
What's the threat?
With the Pacific Ocean when he's like I can't do it without spoiling, but he's like the kill and then the threat. It's just like I was like, yo, is this the good guy? I don't even know what's going on.
I don't
right
think
now.
he's supposed to be clearly the good.
That's
guy.
what's cool about the show.
Yeah.
Is it's very like you don't even know what's real and what's not for the first few episodes.
I know. I actually didn't love that. Once we got, I think episode 3, where you're like,
Yeah.
okay, it's not.
But
hallucination
I did
anymore.
like it was unique because you don't always get that.
Yeah,
It was,
yeah.
like, kinda-
I didn't hate it, but I was like a little like, all right.
I don't like when the unreliable narrator bothers me.
Yes,
it's like,
I
well, this
agree.
is stupid because
Right.
I'm here to watch a show. If you're gonna lie about it, then what do you want me to do? Okay. Voicemails today are brought to you by Dave.com. So Dave.com is a banking app that can help you get up to $500 instantly with extra cash. Like, I have a question for you. Do you want $500? Is the answer yes? Then you got to go to Dave.com. This is perfect for what I was kind of talking about, those unexpected expenses that pop up out of nowhere where all of a sudden you're like, all right, I planned for rent and the mortgage. I planned for tuition, I planned for like food and all this, and then all of a sudden the air conditioner broke, or I got in a car accident or whatever, and all of a sudden you're down bad and you're at the risk of overdrawing your account. Well, when that happens, Dave comes in and you can accept a cash advance to get you through to your next paycheck. So all you got to do is sign up with Dave, download the app. You get $500 in extra cash to help you bridge the gap to your next paycheck. No interest, no credit check, none of that nonsense. Dave has just reinvented the game and many other areas of finance, from no interest cash advances to income creation, unbounceable checks, and more. So let's be honest, this is extra money and finance help for the people who could use a little extra, the people who need some help, the people living paycheck to paycheck, the people who need a little more to get by when things go wrong. So download the Dave app right now, DAVE, sign up for an extra cash account, and get up to $500 instantly. For terms and conditions, go to dave.com/legal. Instant transfer fees apply. Banking provided by Evolve. Member FDIC. First voicemail. What do we got, Nick?
KFC Radio, what's up, guys? I
Your
live in
neck,
a
bro.
3-bedroom apartment. Just got a quick question. So, I use one of the bedrooms to sleep on the couch. This is my dining room. I actually sleep on a match right there because it's super hot. So my question for you guys, mostly Kevin, is does it get any better than this? You know, everyone says once you have kids, once you get married, it gets better. Tell me the truth.
What was the question?
Play that again? Did he say... Play it again.
KFC Radio, what's up, guys? I live in a 3-bedroom apartment. Just got a quick question. So, I use one of the bedrooms to sleep on the couch. This is my dining room.
Okay, this is awesome.
I actually sleep on a match right there.
No, this
because
is
it's
it.
super hot.
This is the best.
So my question for you guys, mostly Kevin, is does it get any better than this? You know, everyone says once you have kids, once you get married, it gets better. Tell me the truth.
I can't tell if he's being sarcastic or he likes it.
I can't really tell what's happening. Let me
He's
see.
showing his apartment is like filled with junk and arrow beds, and like he's like, this is my dining room. It's just an empty room. This is my bedroom. It's just like a mattress on the floor.
Okay,
But then he
okay.
says, does it
Does he
get
have a drum
better?
set there, too?
People
There's
tell,
a drum set in
drum
there, yeah.
set. He says people
Covered in shit.
say it gets better when you have wife and kids. I'm like, who says that?
Yeah, that's...
So I can't tell if he's like, I'm struggling right now. Please tell me it gets better, or because what I was gonna say, what's the famous line Michael Scott says about like the good times, knowing the good times when you're in them?
that was Andy Bernard.
Andy Bernard.
Also, that I think that's one of those things, like, they didn't invent that. I don't
Probably
think
not.
I
Probably
don't
not,
think
yeah.
that's
That's
an
a-
original line.
yeah.
I think they get credit for that.
I'm
but, like,
sure
I
Andy
feel like
Bernard
I've
took
heard-
it from like a fucking play or some
Yeah.
shit, you know? When you are in that lifestyle, and some people do recognize it because those are the guys who stay like bachelors for life. They recognize it's awesome. It's a trade-off. I wrote this down the other day. I think I basically broke it down. I wrote down on my notes. I think I figured out there is... Yeah, it's just complex versus easy is what it comes down to. Like, you life is so easy when you're doing that I think people get bored of it because it's just like we go out, maybe I fuck somebody, we drink too much, do it again, travel a little bit, go out. Like, I think people think that they need more in life, right? And then when they do that, it gets extremely complicated. It's no longer fun, but there's complex things, and maybe you have kids that fulfill you, and you have a purpose and all that shit. So your life gets complex, but it's not fun. And then there's fun, but kind of like empty, I guess.
Yeah.
But what you need to realize is that you just need to fill that emptiness with awesome shit. Go travel. You can still be in relationships. You don't have to be married with kids, but you can still find like great people and partners and fuck them and party with them and love them and travel with them. Go do different shit. Go to different cultures. Go all the things that I never like. I'm team indoors and I'm team sit on the couch and shit. But looking back, it's like, fuck. When you're living that life, you can do any of that at a whim, or you can do none of it on a whim. You don't have to do any of it. But I don't think you realize that when you're in that mode, you're just like, I don't know, it's just life.
Yeah,
you know?
like they're
And so it's hard to be like,
why am
seize
I
the
gonna add
moment.
hurdles?
What?
Like, why am I going to add hurdles?
Right. And
The,
but also, by the way, you don't have to be one of these do something motherfuckers. You can just like that is when when you're a little kid. What's the coolest thing when you're a little kid? Having a sleepover, right?
Yeah.
When you're like, can I have a sleepover, Mom? Can he come here? Can I go there? And it's awesome. You stay up all night. You fuck around with flashlights, and maybe you watch some porn on the computer, and you play pranks and prank calls, and you do all that shit. And then you kind of like stop doing
You
that.
just blended like 3 separate childhoods.
like 3 different
No,
eras.
there's never been a single
That done
kid
all of those things?
that did all of it.
Yeah.
Like we played flashlight tag.
Right,
That,
that was
was in
like-
the 60s, 70s. Then they watched porn on the computer. Was like it's a little more modern. And then the 90s we were doing prank calls on phones.
Yeah. But all of those eras were all great, right? But then you just stop doing that college, you kind of do it. You're forced in a dorm. But for the most part, you, like, stop. But, like, when you're, like, 24, 25, 26, 27, that's what you're doing. You're just having, like, slumber party, fucking sleepovers every night. And it's awesome. You're just showing your life is just those guys in the bathroom showing your dicks. and it is a Billy Madison thing where it's like, stay here. Because I've said it a million times. It's not fun. Getting married is not fun. Having kids is not fun. Your day to day, you don't wake up being like, this is awesome. You don't go to sleep being like, this was so fun. I have moments that I can just think about that make me cry when I think about how, like, I don't know, my kids do something and it's like, something in me is like, oh my God, that's amazing. That's my kid. And it's really, really cool, really, really cute, really sweet. But it's not fun. It's not enjoyable. It's just some other sort of feeling. And if you want that, go get that. If you don't want that, don't go get that. You don't have to have that in your life. I fucking see my kids jump in the pool and swim, and I don't know. I'm like, this is amazing. They can fucking swim in pools now. And I think it's very cool. I'm not like, that's so amazing. I got to tell my friends about it. Like, you have stories and tales to tell and memories forever and parties and fun and enjoyment. You personally will enjoy that more for, like, forever. Just depends on what you want. But it is hard to recognize both things. And then, of course, the problem is if you live that lifestyle, the 3-bedroom apartment with all your buddies forever, there is a level of depressing eventually when everybody else settles down and you're alone. But it's like, why worry about when you're like 70 and almost dead? Why give up your 30s, 40s, and 50s for your 60s, 70s, and 80s?
Right, dude. That's what.
Who gives a fuck about that?
When people ask about tattoos, when they're like, no, and you know, it's a trope. No one really ever says it to your face. But like, what are you gonna do when you get older? When I'm older, I don't give a shit. Right now, they're cool, and I fuck with them.
Dude, I just saw one right before we restarted. This guy got a pit bull with Pitbull's face tattooed on his body. It's a Pitbull body with Pitbull's head, and he's laughing. He's like, I can't believe this is gonna be on me for the rest of my life. The rest of my life. Yeah, it's like we
know when you get older. What about when I get older? Who gives a fucking shit?
Yeah, like right now when you have kids,
of all the decisions I've made in my life,
that's
one of the lower level worries 70-year-old has to deal with.
Yeah, for real. Like you're like, oh, I'll travel again when I'm like 65 when my kids are grown. It's like,
dude, by the way, speaking of that, I saw you put on your Instagram story one of the a quote like from the airport today. I took a picture of one.
John Steinbeck can really suck my dick with this one.
This one, mine's from Susan Son.
What did Susan say? Because I'll read John's. John's sucked.
Susan Sontag is, I haven't been everywhere, but it's on my list.
That's good.
I like that one.
This one is, people don't take trips. Trips take people. Shut the fuck up, John Steinbeck.
What does that mean?
I guess it means like trips like will take you for a ride and like I don't know. I don't think it means anything. I think it's a stupid quote. That's why I posted it and said, fuck you, John Steinbeck. Grapes of Wrath sucked. Anyway, I think if a guy is being honest, he will. It's like when guys lie about their sex life. It's like, you're not fucking your girlfriend anymore. It's the same guy who's like, I love being a dad. It's like, I love being a dad. I'm not going to tell you it's fun, though.
Yeah.
Because it's not. It's hard. It's expensive. It's tiring. It's not fun. Think about all the things you do as an adult that's fun. You can't do those with kids. So unless you just...
I always say that every time I'm walking through Times Square, like walking through New York, and just like see people pushing the carriage, I'm like I just know for a fact you'd have more fun if that wasn't here right now.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I still do this. I still fuck this up because I've had so many years of like, this is how I want to do things. When I go to the pool, I bring like a towel. I'm like, oh fuck, I forgot all your shit, kids. Like I don't have any of your stuff. One time I went to the zoo where you have to walk miles and
you
miles.
Use your towel? Like,
No, it's mine. You figure it out.
Yeah.
I went to the zoo once and I forgot to bring the stroller. You have to walk like miles and miles and miles at the zoo. Little kids can't do it. Yeah. And I forgot the stroller because I was just like, I don't need that. I don't know, whatever. Let's go to the zoo. Fucking hop in. Let's go. And I was like, this is awful. I'm carrying 2 kids by the end of it. Just like dumb shit like that. Single dad shit where I'm just like, I fucked it up again. Because it's just so much shit to always worry about. It's not fun. Stay in your 3-bedroom apartment with your fucking idiot friends.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Tom Thomp here, and I was listening to your episode from Thursday about the Pokedex and the groups on Facebook about girls talking about cheating, and it made me think of this podcast idea I had forever ago. Sorry for the construction work, but I don't have the time or resources to do this, but I've always thought it would be a banger, so I figured I'd share it with you. Maybe, Jackie, this will be your podcast. It's a show called Your Man's Man, and what it would be is someone going through those Facebook groups and highlighting like the craziest ones and trying to reach out to the dudes involved and put them through like a fuckboy reform school. Almost like Tosh.0 web redemption type shit, but for like the biggest scumbags in the world, and to see just either A, how big of a scumbag that person is, or if they've changed it all and trying to coach the scumbags into not being a piece of shit that's a plague on humanity. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for everything.
All right. Well, to bring up Nikki Glazer again, they kind of have the show with Fuckboy Islands.
Yeah.
Where they bring in people who are admittedly like, I'm here to just fuck chicks. And then there's other guys who are like, I'm looking for love. And you have to kind of guess who's who. Also, here's the thing about like what he's talking about, like fuckboys and stuff. Like, and even that song I was talking about, like, if you're an asshole to people and you like are just like purposely hurting people's feelings and leading them on and fucking with their life and shit, like, yeah, you're a dickhead. But like somewhere along the way, we kind of lost the script of like, if you're upfront with people and you tell them what you're doing and what you do want to have and don't want to do in a relationship and all that, and like, and it like hurts some people or pisses them off or whatever, like that's just how it goes.
Right.
Like you're allowed to play the field and tell people that I'll hook up with you and date you, but I'm doing it with someone else. I told you up front, you know. I don't want to be in a relationship with you. Like we can still hang out, but this is never going to become something. And you know, if you say that and people still get involved or breaking up in general. I was saying the other day, I think there needs to be college for relationships, or in college they need to do like emotional classes as well, where like one of the classes should be like, you're allowed to break up with someone. You know, people like villainize you like you're a bad guy, and it's like, I'm choosing to do something, like this is not working out in my life.
Yeah.
And I'm making that decision for me, and I'm sorry that it hurts your feelings, but like you're going to be in the next, you know, you'll be the breaker upper next time. Like this is how it goes. Sometimes you get dumped, sometimes you're the dumper, and like people shouldn't hold that against you, whatever, you know? So like a lot of what he's talking about, I think, is like straight up cheating and two-timing and shit like that. But when girls are like, this guy has like fucked everybody in the sorority, or like they did it with one of the Mets prospects recently. I went on a date with him. So did I. It's like, so fucking what? Like, unless he was lying to you guys, but I think he was just like, I go on a lot of dates. You know, I've hooked up with a lot of people. Sorry that you don't like that, but I don't know, in my life, not yours. Mm-hmm. So it depends on like if it's fuckboy.
I also think fuckboys get a bad rap.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying.
Fucking team fuckboy.
Yeah, it's like, again, if you do it in the right way, it's like,
I'm not a complete fuckboy, but I got fuckboy tendencies.
Yeah, of course. Do you think that was some big revelation for the world?
No.
That the world's like, oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know it. I did not know. But like, yeah, I mean, like, if you're just like, here's the deal, and I know you don't like it, you're gonna try to fix it.
I kind of thought it was a bit of a revelation. Not like a no way, but like a little.
It's a no way. It's a no way, dog. That's a no from me. It's not even a little bit, dude. That was amazing.
Come on, a little piece. I think we all got a little beast in us, a little bit. Little 2 a.m. What's up? Everyone's got a little one of those.
Bro, there have been many times where we've said, you know, one thing on the podcast. It's like, I don't want to have sex, or like, I don't know this or that. And then we're drunk later that night, and I'm like, this is the exact opposite behavior of what we were talking about.
Like you said earlier, do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah. But anyway, I think this idea of like, I don't want to reform them. Like, no thanks, man.
Yeah, no.
That's for the girls to do. That's called dating. Women find the guy and try to change them. That's called marriage, dude. We don't need a game show. We have an institution.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty hard to find a podcast that would interest me. But definitively, reforming fuckboys
Ain't the one.
is
man.
not the one. I mean, I guess
It
apparently
is
that's what
funny.
this one kind of is.
I have seen a couple episodes of Nikki's show, and when the girls get it wrong, because you have to like predict, and if you kick off a guy and he's like, I'm one of the nice guys, like you fucked up, and sometimes they keep him, and he's like, yeah, I was a fuckboy, and they're like, what? I had no idea. Watching them be like get totally duped is pretty fucking funny. It's like yeah, you girls think you're smart, and you're not. You're dumb. Okay, last voicemail today is brought to you by eBay. eBay, the OG place to buy and sell everything, but particularly collectibles, and then within the collectible world, sneakers. Whether you're doing trading cards, whether you're doing antiques and fancy shit, or you're a sneakerhead in the game where you're just trying to buy and sell rare sneakers, new sneakers, old pairs you can't find, used pairs that are a little bit cheaper. Any sort of sneakers, eBay is back as the premier spot because they've got the 100% authentic guarantee. They've also got the best prices, no markup fees, no transaction fees that some of these sneaker apps will charge you. Also, they just have a better selection because a lot of these apps, everything has to be dead stock, everything has to be new. Not on eBay. You can be like, I've worn these a couple times, I've worn these, they're beat to hell. But if you want the original pair or you want to just get a better price, here you go. So much more flexibility, many more pairs out there. And for anybody who's been, into the sneakers for a long time now, you remember that eBay was always the crack spot when it came to finding sneakers and still is today. So go on eBay to find your sneakers, best prices and best selection available in the game today. And make sure you get that authenticity guarantee before you buy anything, and then everything's covered. So eBay sneakers, authenticity guaranteed. Last voicemail, let's go.
Hey, Jackie, and everyone else.
What the fuck?
So, Jackie, there's my grand gesture. Ball's in your court now.
This guy's been trying to fuck her for a while, I
But
think.
so I'm going on a bachelor party in a couple weeks, and I learned that one of the guys is bringing his wife to the bachelor party. So I texted the groom, and I was like, "Oh, that's kind of weird." And he was like, "No, I told them invite their wives." And the groom even said he invited his fiance, wanted to bring her to the bachelor party. And I was like, "Oh, that's wild." And he was like, "Well, I mean, it's not like we're doing coke or hookers or something." I was like, "All right, I guess." But just love to know y'all love to know what y'all think about that. Am I crazy for thinking that's kind of a wild move, or am I just behind on the times? I don't know.
Well,
I'll hang up and listen.
unfortunately, this is yes and yes. You're not crazy, but the times are moving this way. Like, we know bachelor parties are moving away from hookers and blow, and they're moving towards golf and paintball, and they're moving more towards Jack and Jill. It just is a thing. I think Jack and Jill's can be all right if you do Thursday and Friday we hang out alone, and then Saturday the groups get together. But even that, you're in one city, in one hotel, you're at the same pool. It's not good.
As someone who is not a in an anti-fuckboy sense, I'm not a guy I'm rarely gonna pick up someone the night of the wedding,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
if I like the extra 72 hours with a group. 'Cause it's
Whoa. Oh,
so
you
if I'm
mean-
gonna fuck one of the bachelor, not
So you're
bachelorette,
saying
but one
at
of
the
bridal
bachelorette
parties,
party you meet the girl and then see you in a couple months and we fuck at the wedding.
then I can
Yes.
talk, I can run some
I agree.
game.
Because you have some
That's-
history. Yeah.
But if we meet for the first time in the bridal suite kind of
Yeah,
deal,
yeah.
taking pictures, you're not fucking me that night.
Sure.
That's for
But what you're talking about is a very different thing. You're utilizing the bachelor party to get laid the night of the wedding.
yeah,
But most people
Or-
are
or
trying
just-
to fuck other people at a bachelorette party.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
right.
What when it
but
works?
I can't do that either because I'm not a one night guy. It's pretty rare for
Well, you drink yourself into a coma.
that someone's gonna fuck old Johnny Feits.
That dick is not going to work. That's the problem. I'll fuck you
Yeah.
night 2. I'll fuck you in the morning, but
Yeah.
night 1 it ain't happening. Jack and Jill also works. I went on a Jack and Jill where the girls were really pretty and the guys were kind of doofuses, so there was like, cool, we have built-in like hot girls to hang out with.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
So they're like happy because they weren't gonna be like fucking chicks and banging chicks in the club in the bathroom anyway. Like most bachelor parties are like just dudes like who just want to get fucked up and not be bothered by girls. You know what I mean? Some of them are gonna be like, yeah, we're going to the club, we're gonna bang chicks. Most of it is like guys who are already married and kids and want to get away and they want to like flirt with some chicks and just drink 1,000 beers and be left alone and all that kind of shit. So it's like bringing your wife and all that shit and your fiance is not even about necessarily like now we can't like kill hookers in the hotel room. It's like we can't tell the jokes we wanted to tell. We can't whip our dicks out and slap the wall. We can't like have the guy moments. Because your girl's there now.
Yeah,
and girls, guess what? Girls are not fun.
I think I've just been very. I mean, just based on what everyone else says, I think I've been pretty blessed in life that like, from starting high school through college, through my young adult life, through now, like the chicks I roll with are fun. But
are they in relationships with the guys?
No.
That's the difference.
They're like
if those girls were dating your friends, it'd be different.
Probably.
Girls
but like,
do
I've
not-
never had like I've never been like the girls are gonna come out. Like it's always like I guess I'm in a weird situation where like despite the fact that I'm 33, very few of my friends are married or in serious relationships or anything like that.
They're all smart.
And but like I probably have like in my life I've probably had like 7 girls who like I regularly spend time with.
Yeah, that's a
like,
lot. That is a lot. Yeah.
But like not all at the same time. Like I had I had some in high school.
Right.
So a lot of the high school ones I still hang out
like
with. And then a couple.
usually that kind of like the platonic girlfriend goes away like pretty quickly.
Oh, we've all fucked each other.
Even more rare. The people who hook up.
No, that's
don't have
not
problems.
entirely true. But some of us have.
What happens is girls. This goes both ways. This is generalizing from a guy's point of view, but it happens boys and girls. Girlfriends don't like when boyfriends go out and have fun without them, specifically when it's drinking and partying with the boys. And that's what bachelor parties are. So they text you and they bother you and they annoy you, and then eventually you just cave in and you just fucking bring them. And then maybe that's okay for like you, but like I said, like you bring your girl and it's like, no, she's cool, man, she's cool. And it's like, fine, that might be true, but I don't really know that for sure, so I'm uncomfortable and I'm not going to say the jokes that I want to say and do the things I want to do and tell the stories I want to tell because you think your girlfriend's cool, but she might go like, oh my God, that guy Kevin is fucking blah, blah, blah. So like you're just putting other people in an awkward spot. But it is the way that the world is moving. It's going to be one big binary pre-wedding, non-binary pre-marital consummation party, fucking
yeah, dude, you are fucking smoking this. Keep it going.
It just sucks. It just sucks. All the old fun is definitely going away. That's for sure. And I never was even one of those guys, but it's just like the world still needs guys to do cocaine and bang hookers. It never was me. My friends were more the guys who were like, let's play.
Hunter Biden, baby.
Let's The world needs Hunter Bidens who just film
all
of their illicit drug and sex use.
That fucking, I mean, there's a million pictures of Hunter Biden, but one that went around like fairly recently, I saw that like it's like him like taking a picture of, like the mirrors on the ceiling in the bathroom. That chick with the tattoos, what's her at though? I don't want to get involved in like Hunter Biden Twitter, so I don't want to actually ask it, but like I fucking want to know what's that girl's name at. I'm trying to find it right now.
And those are the kind of girls you want on a bachelorette party, not your friend's wife, unless you're friends with Hunter Biden. And then if you're friends with Hunter Biden, you can do a Jack and Jill birthday bachelorette party all you fucking want. Have Hunter bring along all the girls and all the drugs. Until then,
do you know this picture I'm talking about?
I know the mirror picture, but I don't know if I ever recognize the girl.
Dude, I mean,
here's the problem. Maybe I do, maybe I don't, because Hunter Biden takes more pictures of his illegal drug use and sex than anyone ever. It's like, hey, am I doing something illegal with substances or a person? Let me put on a GoPro real quick. Every fucking time.
It is wild.
Like, what's on that? If you were to get my laptop, I don't think there'd be one thing I'd be worried about on there. Hunter
my
Biden
laptop? No.
has a treasure
My
trove
phone, maybe.
of fucking drugs, sex, and like illegal federal fucking crimes. It's crazy.
God damn, I want to find this picture so fucking bad. It's like the mat, like the it's not like in a regular bathroom mirror. Like the mirror is like on the fucking roof, on the ceiling. I mean, okay, so it's from this photo shoot. I don't
I love
know
that you
why.
call it a photo shoot.
I don't know why.
It's not a
pretending to find
photo
it.
shoot. It's a fucking crack addict taking pictures of himself banging a whore, John. It's not a
photo shoot.
Photo shoot. It's a man
I'm never gonna find
disconnected
it.
from reality on crack rocks. Jesus Christ. Speaking of a crazy crack addict, Mark Norman's on the show. This man, Mark Norman, he does heavy drugs. He is a Hunter Biden type man. Mark Norman
I don't
does.
know if you could just say that.
Mark Norman, yeah, no. Mark Norman smokes crack and fucks hookers. Comedy. It's brought to you by MVMT.
Mark talks about his engagement on the show today.
Where he wears his movement watch because he is a sharp cat who has impeccable style. One of the funniest guys in the game, a NOLA boy. You know that he'd be down with the movement. Whether you're talking about the wristwatches or the sunglasses or the eyeglasses or any of their other accessories, Movement has been rocking with us since day one. We built them. We helped build them into like $100 million plus company. We've been rocking their gear for years now. They've been saving our eyeballs with the blue light glasses. They've been making us look sharp with the wristwatches, every which kind. Leather bands, metal bands, big face, small face, color, black, white, all the accessories and eyewear to match. And it's all at mvmt.com/KFC. You can get 15% off plus free shipping and free returns right now at mvmt.com/KFC today. Mark Norman on KFC Radio. Let's talk to him. I was listening to the Burt cast of just all you guys after the fully loaded got canceled because of rain. So it's Norman, Gillis,
Big
Glazer,
J.
Big J,
Trailer Trash Tammy's in it for
Trailer
a second.
Trash Tammy Lynn,
a porn
Burt,
star.
and a porn star, Carter Cruz. All talking about getting punched in the face while they're fucking and pegging and it was Gillis was like 1 second away from telling Carter Cruz to shut the fuck up.
I know.
It was unbelievable.
It was brutal, but it was fun because you're in a bus. Me and Shane do a thing where we start drinking, and then in accordance to the show, by the time you go on, you're a little tipsy, and then you keep going, and then by the end of the night, you're wrecked.
Yeah.
So the show just kept getting pushed back because of rain. This is like an amphitheater in the middle of Mississippi, so we're putting them back. The show keeps getting pushed back, so now we're hammered, and then Bert's like, we're doing a pod! And we're like, oh, fuck! And so you can see Shane is off the rails. Nikki's talking. He's like, stop talking. I can't take it anymore. And I'm
When
farting.
did you do that?
That was like a Sunday night a couple
long
weeks
time ago?
That was probably like 2 weeks.
Do you know if it was before or after did he talk about the case race here at Barstool?
Case race. Oh, it was before that. That was bad.
Because I was gonna say I would be surprised if Gillis gets drunk on camera again anytime soon. He was beating himself up over that
I
one.
texted him. He's like, I deleted my Twitter.
Yeah,
I got to take
yeah.
a break. You know, we
He said
did.
he took a 3-day cleanse.
Yeah, he needed it. We all need it. You know, we're all going hard. We do that Rogan show where we get hammered, and then we did the Burt Fully Loaded tour, which is just booze and hoagies and anal and all this shit. and then that pod, and then he does this. It's too much.
Well, you know what it is too, though. You guys gotta the drinking comics gotta stick together. Make sure you subscribe to KFC Radio on YouTube to get all the video content. Subscribe, comment, like, and make sure you turn on the bell notifications so you know whenever new video content drops.
I want to say something, but the video has to be fast, so that's it.